NBA and the Celtics begin on Wednesday, and the Bruins are currently on their road trip. Last night they played in Vegas. We'll recap that later on in the show. And, of course, we have Patriots games on Sunday. So I'll be here for most of them, or all of them, with you here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. We're here tonight till 10, though. Nice little night. Crank it up. Preview the Patriots game from the weekend. Bill Belichick plays tonight for North Carolina. I'm ready to pump that one up all night. Alex Barth's going to join us in about an hour or so, and we'll break down this weekend's Patriots game. There's Red Sox news out there. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we'll lead it off at 617-779-0985. We got Skaz. We got intern River flowing back there tonight. On the flow, we will have Joe Me the Money. I got your weekend picks coming up 9:35 tonight. You don't want to miss that. So set a timer right now if you want my bets at the end of the show. So where do we lead off tonight? And, of course, the opening take is presented by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night, always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. And, well, the Patriots have themselves in a really good situation this weekend. Yes, it is the third of 3 consecutively, but I just don't think what's at stake this weekend will get in the way. Normally, I would say that this Patriots team is going to have a hiccup one of these 3 games. I thought it was last week. I really thought last week was the trap game, and in reality, it was a trap game. I at least thought so. It was a one-score game that came down to the final play that Drake May had to make. And if they had to punt the football, the Saints could have had a chance to still win the game. So I do think last week was a trap. But there's a lot on the line. We know about Mike Vrabel and his return to Tennessee. We know about that one. Yesterday, I brought up that it's not just a revenge game for Mike Vrabel, but it's also a revenge spot for Drake May, who, of course, had the great touchdown to send the game into overtime, but threw his second interception of the game to end it and lose for the Patriots. So he now has another opportunity to have a little bit of a revenge spot from last season. I think the Patriots have a great chance of winning the AFC East this year. I had a nice little side bet with Dan Lifshatz. That's plus 165. Instead, we settled on a nice dinner. A nice little dinner, him and I. So we'll if the Patriots win the East, he owes me, and if they don't, I owe him. So a nice little tomahawk dinner, which is very famous for the Bankroll Boys. But one other thing I wanted to bring up for this weekend. If the Colts lose, the Colts are the #1 seed in the AFC. We've asked all week long, who is the best team in the AFC? It's not Pittsburgh, right? Not Pittsburgh after last night and that horrible defense giving up 30 points to 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who looked really good, by the way. Nope, it's not them. And is it the Colts? The Colts take on the Chargers this weekend. The Colts are going on the road. I think it's a difficult spot for the Colts this weekend. If the Colts lose to the Chargers and the Patriots win over Tennessee on Sunday, the Patriots will be the #1 seed in the AFC. Yeah, River liked that one, huh? You didn't know I had that one ready to go. There's the opening take, everybody. Patriots win. Colts lose to the Chargers on the road. Patriots are the top seed in the AFC. And I know the games will get harder. I do think Cleveland's a tough game with a defense, but they still have a rookie quarterback. And I want to get into some of those numbers, Patriots historically versus #1 picks and rookie quarterbacks. The Falcons game, I think, will be tricky. And, we'll look down the line. Let's keep it to this week. This game, I just can't see the Patriots losing it. I would love to make the case for the Tennessee Titans. And I will give you some betting numbers that I haven't even brought up this week that I looked into today where I said, wow, this is a terrible betting spot for the Patriots. Like, historically, you put money on a team in this situation, it's historically bad. But let's be realistic. I think this team now knows what's in front of them. And they've built this relationship and trust and respect with Mike Vrabel where they're motivated, right? Nobody was out. Did you notice nobody was listed out for the game? Every week on a Friday, he's like, yeah, this guy's not going to play, blah. Nope, everyone's all in. They're all in with the coach. They're ready. They're ready to get on a flight and flex. They want to flex. They want to flex on the Tennessee Titans. And a lot of those guys that are on the team were on that team last year, and I mentioned Drake May. A lot of the guys that are on this year's team were on last year's Tennessee Titans team. All the coaching staff, part of the Tennessee Titans. So in hindsight, it probably was a favor for a lot of them and Mike Vrabel to get fired, because you look at it now, the owner of the Titans has literally been Michael Corleone of the Five Families right now. And Vrabel did that here too. Mike Vrabel was the godfather here. Anybody that was a part of the team, captains, guys who signed extensions the year before, generally were gone even by week 1. It happened with Peppers. The Patriots know what's at stake this week. And what's really at stake, and if you're watching the other games, because I watch all the games, just so you guys know, I watch them all. The Patriots play at 1 o'clock, and then it's Colts-Chargers 4 o'clock. Get locked in. You're going to be rooting for the Chargers this week. I think if the Pats can win this and be in first place, they could hold it the way the schedule's ahead. I'm crazy telling you after 6 weeks or after 7 weeks that the Patriots could get the number 1 seed and with a favorable schedule ahead could really hold on to it. That's where we're at right now. It's where we're at. I'm normally the guy who says, come on, it's week 7. It's a long season. That's how much things have changed for the New England Patriots. That's the type of impact Mike Vrabel has made to the team. That's the kind of just elevation that you've seen from Drake May. I mean, you're looking at their free agent signings. You're looking at just a lot of the guys in place. Guys that were drafted in Bill Belichick's draft. Kayshon Boutte, say what you want about him, but he is elevated. Right? Stephon Diggs, you see his impact on the team. You know, Mac Hollins comes over. I know he's been in Josh McDaniels' system, but he's been a find. He's been great. I can't say enough about Milton Williams and actually having Christian Barmore back. Like, the Patriots are different. It's not the stink of last year's locker room or the years before. I brought this up yesterday, too, and this is why I think it does matter this week. This is the revenge spot. I think Vrabel wants to turn the knife. They're ready to do it. And I think where they're going to do it is on the running game. Tennessee, 133 yards on the ground. Get it going this week. Stevenson, whether it's Travion Henderson in his little jersey that we'll talk about later. Today, this is the week where they get it going. But I think they turn the knife big time. And I think they embarrassed the hell out of the Tennessee Titans. And normally, I'd be the other way. Normally, I'd be like, Patriots 3 in a row now. Coming off that another emotional win. Tough one on the road. I got to do it again. Oh, coach just got fired. All those spots are there. They're there. If the Patriots have a letdown, it's a huge step back. Huge step back. But on Sunday, Patriots win. You get a chance to watch the Colts-Chargers. If the Colts lose, the Patriots would be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Is it business or is it personal this week? Mike Vrabel's talking it up like it's business, okay? But you know what? Sometimes business can be personal. Now, when you go back to the Parcells, Belichick stuff, that stuff was personal. This Mike Vrabel part, he's making it look like business. On Sunday, it's personal. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well. You can join us on the chat. Just go to 98.5 The Sports Hub or go to YouTube, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and you can join the chat in. I like to read them. I know Rivers in there. Skaz likes to get in there and chop it up as well. Your thoughts on the Patriots potentially number 1 seed after the weekend? We'll talk about it next. And we had Brian Barrett on from The Ringer. They had their winners and losers after week 6. There's a winner by proxy is the way they put it. I'll tell you who that winner is. We'll do that next. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Having enough power is important.
everybody come hang out with us. 617-779-0985. I'm in the chat right now. I'm already in there. I see everybody. I got Corey in there. He's ready. Carrie Ann in Seattle. What's up? What's up with your baseball team? Serge Royds, how you doing? Matthew Harnett, there every night, always in attendance. Brian Griffin, see you, sir. Bill Anderson, what's up, man? He wants some takes. He wants some beef talk. We've done a lot of that this week. I think North Shore Beefs posted the segment of them calling in this week, so you can go check that out. But the Patriots win. They're in first place. I can't believe it. I've been doing a lot of research this week, and that was the first. Today I went, whoa, it could happen. If the Colts lose, Colts lose to the Chargers, Patriots win. Patriots will be the number 1 seed in the AFC. And I do think it is business this weekend for Mike Vrabel. But don't tell me it ain't personal. Sometimes business is personal. Sometimes personal is business. Speaking of that, we have Brian Barrett on from The Ringer. The Ringer does a ton of articles. There are a lot of writers that were elsewhere that kind of land there. And I don't know if they're friends with Bill Simmons. You guys know the deal. So Brian's like a stat nut. So we have Monty. He's really good at breaking down, how teams were before deadline. He's very good at analytics. But this was not written by him. It was one of his partners. And they did winners and losers this week. And they go through like who the winners in the league are and who they aren't. And when I popped on this one, I had to read through it a little bit. I was like, Aaron, is there any Patriots in here? Winners and losers of the week? So I had to scroll a little bit. It wasn't, wasn't just click on it and you find out. So as I kept scrolling, all of a sudden I read winner by proxy, Josh McDaniels. McDaniels is a winner because he gets to coach Drake May, who followed up last Sunday night's breakout performance against the Bills by playing even better in a 25-19 win over New Orleans. Threw for 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, and it talks about his completion percentage. It actually brought it down after last week. He averaged 0.58 EPA per dropback, which led all passers for Sunday's games. Somehow it went down, but he led everybody. May is now tied for 6th in EPA per dropback. He leads the NFL in success rate, and it should put him in the MVP conversation. A lot of people credit the offensive coordinator for helping a young quarterback make the leap. But I'm not sure that's warranted in this case. McDaniels' play calling has been fine. He hasn't generated much of a run game to make life easier for May. In fact, the ground game has had the opposite effect. New England ranks dead last in EPA per run and is tied for 28th in run success rate. But May's excellence as a passer on 2nd and 3rd downs has made up for it. This was the case again against New Orleans as New England's running back scrounged up just 45 yards on 22 attempts. McDaniels did set May up for success with a few well-timed deep shot plays against the Saints, but May didn't require wide-open windows to complete them. His first quarter touchdown to Kayshon Boutte was thrown into a non-existent window after May evaded the rush in a crumbling pocket. Next-gen stats. All 3 of May's touchdown passes were made under pressure and traveled more than 25 air yards. May made it look easy against the Saints, but the degree of difficulty couldn't have been higher. And now, McDaniels is living the offensive coordinator dream once again. After he got to call plays for Tom Brady in the 2000s, which turned McDaniels into a rising coaching star, it looks like he has attached himself to another generational quarterback talent. And if McDaniels hasn't burned so many bridges from his final 2 coaching stints as a head coach, I tout him as a potential hot name in the next hiring cycle thanks to May's play. Skaz, would you like to elaborate on some of this?
I don't think Josh McDaniels is going to be a hot name in the next coaching cycle. Call me a cynic, call me a doubter, Joe, but was he a hot name, before Drake?
This offseason?
Yeah. believe the Patriots were the only team that were interested in him.
I didn't hear anybody wanting him.
So I don't know if one season of Drake May. I kind of hope it does. I would like to see Josh McDaniels go on his own, but he told us so much so himself that he loves living where he's living. He doesn't want to move. His family's got their anchor down there. So I think Josh McDaniels is here for the foreseeable future.
As long as Drake May's here, I guess it's fine. I'm going to have to live with it. Skaz, me personally, I'm going to have to deal with the first down, halfback dive. I'm just going to have to live with it. Or they're going to throw that reverse that never works. Or sometimes worked when Julian Edelman did it. Or somebody with actual skill. The rest of this story, outside of May, it was a mediocre performance for the Patriots. And head coach Mike Vrabel said that New England showed just glimpses of good football. It was enough to get him to 4-2, and the Pats will have games against the one-win Titans, Browns the next 2 weeks. They'll also get the Falcons, Jets, Bengals, and Giants before Week 14, which is their bye week, which leads into a rematch against Buffalo. New England is a contender in the AFC. No, sir. They are not just a contender. They have a chance to be the number 1 seed with a win this week and a Colts loss. Imagine that. I've come back on absolutely everything on this.
I don't want to rain on the parade, Joe. I think if the Chargers win that game against the Colts, they're in first place in the AFC.
Well, why not the Patriots?
Because the Chargers would be 5-0 in the AFC.
Well, you know what?
I
don't care.
The Patriots have lost to the Steelers, and I think that loss looks even worse after last night's game.
It does look that loss. But you know what? I think there would be a tie, but you're right.
I think that the Chargers are undefeated in the AFC. Sell it.
No, I'm going to sell it as the number one seed.
Yeah. They're in contention.
By proxy.
We're using a lot of proxy.
No, I get
tonight.
you. You're getting that. No, they're not. If the Chargers win, to be 5-0. Go with it.
Because the Chargers' only losses are to the New York Giants.
The Giants and
the Commanders.
But they'll have just as many losses as the Patriots. And guess what? The Patriots' schedule, that's where people are missing out on that one. Brian's in the truck. Hey, Brian.
All right, guys. As like a fundamental value in life, I think people don't like making less money doing the same job. So Josh McDaniels, when that Oakland Raiders money runs out, I think he's going to be looking to get back to be a head coach somewhere. If he has a couple of years success with Drake May, I can't believe I'm saying it. I think another team will give him another shot to be a head coach just because there's not a lot of head coaching talent out there, really. There's so much changeover year after year. Not a lot of talent coming up through the pipeline.
Yeah, but would you hire Josh McDaniels?
I personally would not, but I wouldn't hire a lot of these guys. But they seem to keep getting NFL head coaching jobs. I think he's flamed out at probably 2.5 places, including Indy. I would not, but if he had success with Drake May, someone will. Someone's going to say, all right, that's my quarterback whisperer.
Yeah. I mean, I just think he's got a nice little cozy job security here. You know? A little bit of job security. Rob is in Situate. He hung up. He had something to do with the AFC. So let's pull it up, guys. Let's look at the old standings because I did this today. But yes, if the Colts lose, the Patriots and Chargers will have the same amount of wins. The Patriots' losses against the Pittsburgh, yes, I get it. But they'll be tied for first place. And I didn't want to say tied for first place because it makes it sound whack. It discredits them. They won how many games last year? How bad were they last year? How horrible was their coach? How bad? Now, if the Colts win, they're clear-cut number 1. Clear-cut. Sorry, Rob, I lost you, bud.
It was my fault, Joe. I fast-fingered the phone.
How you doing?
Good. How you been, buddy?
I'm hanging in there,
Yeah. Yeah, so I was wondering, what do you think is more impressive, the Colts' record or the Pats?
It's probably the Colts.
Got to be, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Pats, but the Colts weren't supposed to be anything special either.
Let's have this conversation real quick. Do you think that if Anthony Richardson was doing what Drake May did, there'd be a buzz about the Colts?
Ooh, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
What I'm saying is they drafted a kid early on who, basically got benched for Daniel Jones, and they're better now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like here they drafted this kid in the first round. Well, if they were in first place because of Anthony Richardson, I think it'd be a different story.
Yeah, no, I agree. They gotta teach that kid how to stretch first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get you got that eye band to the took the stretching band to the eye.
Yeah, I don't like the Indiana Jones name though. Out on that.
Nah, it's kind of corny.
Yeah, man. All right, Rod, appreciate you. I'm reading somebody in chat making me laugh. Oh well. Patriots with a win this week. It's going to go a long way, everybody. A long way. I got those betting numbers for you. We got college football tonight, huh? We got Miami, Louisville, and then Bill Belichick plays later tonight at Cal. Ooh. Oh, boy. The line was 10.5. It's now 8.5, guys. Do you follow the steam? A lot going on there. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right. The Patriots are heading to Tennessee this weekend. And while the injury report is out, and Mike Vrabel basically said nobody's going to miss the game. But Stephon Diggs listed as questionable for this one. Some other NFL news. Terry McLaurin's out this week. If there's food, after all, because, sometimes that doesn't happen. There was the Muffin House last night, Skez. I had a blueberry muffin. It was actually, I told you the blueberries were like the size of my eyeballs. They were cold, too. I liked it. Anyways, you want to hear the diabolical betting stuff for this weekend for the Patriots?
Let's hear it.
You were going Patriots, right? For me, if the number's 10, I think I'm still taking it.
You gonna alternate? You gonna tease it up?
Oh, I never thought about that. That could be a suggestion. So we know the Titans fired Bill Callahan. They now face the Patriots. Here's the impact on teams in recent history over the last decade. Callahan was the 23rd coach to be fired or resign in season. Those prior 22 teams went 10-12 straight up and 11-11 against the spread in their next game. At home, they're just 4-5 straight up and 5-4 against the spread. An upset from the Titans against the Patriots as above a 5-point underdog would be the biggest upset over the last decade for a new in-season head coach. You hear that? If somehow the Titans win this weekend, it would be the biggest upset over the last decade for a new in-season head coach, this per the Action Network. Here's the real impact of the in-season coaching change. Last decade, before the firing, those 23 teams had won 28% of the games straight up and 36% of the games against the spread. After the firing, they went 33% straight up, 48% against the spread. That's an improvement. That's a decent improvement. So Mike Vrabel gets his first crack at his former team in the Titans this week. Game, of course, is on the road. Patriots were on the road last week in New Orleans and previously against Buffalo. The third game of their road trip. Teams playing on the third game of a road trip after going 2-0 straight up to start the stretch are just 15-27 straight up and 16-24-2 against the spread over the last 20 years. Since 2008, teams on the third game or later of a road trip are 36-62 straight up. Joe Math, 37%. So since 2008, the spot the Patriots are in, teams going on the road that third time win 37% of the time. Vrabel has coached 3 games in the spot, all with the Titans. His teams went 1-2 straight up and against the spread. Their only win coming against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in the playoffs one year. So since 2018, teams in the middle of a road trip, road game behind them, road game in front of them still, are now 30-12. So this was last week's. They're now 29-13 to the under in that span, which actually hit, but I think the refs were involved in that. And in the third game of that trip, this is with the Patriots situation, those teams are 16-24 straight up. So I gave you 37% against the spread, 40 just winning. When Vrabel has coached his team on a road trip of any kind, second consecutive game or later on the road, his teams are 11-5 against the spread. That's impressive. They have a chance to go 12-5 in that span. In the Titans' last 25 games, they are 5-20 against the spread. They went 4-19 against the spread under Brian Callahan. It's the worst mark for any head coach in the Super Bowl era. So the Tennessee Titans, everybody, are the worst team to cover a spread in the Super Bowl era. They suck. In the last 3 seasons, the Titans are 7-24-1 against the spread. When the spread in the game is 7 points or less, it's 7 today. The Patriots have covered the spread in 4 straight road games and won 3 straight outright. It's their first 3-game road win streak since 2021. Mike Vrabel has covered 57% of those games as an underdog. When laying more than 4 points on the road, he's 2-5 against the spread. So Vrabel's 2-5 generally in this spot. Things don't match up for the Patriots this week. Historically, they don't. 40% is their chance to win this week based off the 3 games. That's why you got to throw it out the window this week. It's about the revenge spots. It's about how bad the Titans are and how bad they're the worst team to bet on all time. They are the worst team to bet on in the history since the Super Bowl era. That's how the Patriots should win and cover this week, everybody. They should win and cover easily, but the odds are against them. Let's talk with Stanley. He's in Taunton. Hey, Stanley.
Mr. Murray, how are you? It hasn't been a while, but the conversation we're going to have has been since like August. Since you're talking about, covering the spread and whatnot. Two things I want to ask you. After yesterday's loss, Cincinnati beating the Steelers, do you think that the Steelers are going to win the division being mid, or will Joe Burrow emerge from the ashes and claim the AFC North, where all the favorites win all their respective divisions? And the AFC East, my question is it a toss-up between the Bills and the Patriots? And also, do you like taking 5.5 instead of 7 against the Titans just in case?
Well, 5's a dead number, so I wouldn't. No. So I think right now it's, yes, Patriots, Bills still. But I think the Ravens probably should get some. I don't know if they can fix their defense, but Lamar Jackson comes back, they're still going to have a shot. So, yeah, I think the Bengals can too. Can Joe Burrow keep them above water for the next month or so? They said December, right? So he probably needs another month and a half. Can he keep them above water? Maybe. The Ravens, though, I think might be a little bit better, but their defense has been hard.
So do you like the Jaguars or the Colts for the South? Because, yes, it's a donation. It's a $2 donation. I did the conferences that we talked about in September, because, he kind of messed it up for me. I picked Miami at plus 105 a while back, and I said that the Colts were going to win their division respectfully. I said that UNLV will upset Boise State. Then I also had the favorites. I had the Rams for the West for NFC.
What do you got tonight? What do you got tonight, man? That's what I want to know. We got some early games tonight. We got Miami, Louisville coming up in a little bit. Got Bill Belichick in action tonight.
All the favorites today. I took, even though it's no money, I took minus 590 because I parlayed some of the. Joe, you're a smart guy. You noticed this too because I'm not the only one. All the questions.
Oh, you're right. Your phone was bad. But your phone was bad. Man, I get weird messages sometimes. That one was really weird. I can't announce it on the air, Skaz, but you want me to show you, don't you? I'll have to show you during the break. Yeah, I'm down for whatever we have tonight. I'm down for the bets. Who you got? I'm not betting all the favorites. Kidding me? You can't do that. Hasn't worked out at all for anybody. If that was the case, I'd just bet all the favorites every night and walk away. Bill Belichick in action tonight. We'll get into Bill. And Jordan. We're all talking about him all the time. Did anybody see the Bruins game last night? Because I did. And the start early on, the 82-0 campaign was on. Now, they're looking like an average team again. We'll tell you what happened last night next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
Hey, it's Hardy. If your attic insulation's outdated, call Revise, a Mass Save partner. They'll do a no-cost home energy assessment, and you could save 75 to 100% on insulation and air sealing. Don't wait. Visit callrevise.com or call 800-885-SAVE.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
In this economy,
Almost sounds too good to be true.
These prices are very true, and at BJ's, they're great, not good. That's great prices every day, no matter the economy, including 3-pound rotisserie chickens, just $4.99. Wellesley Farms Deli Honey Hams, $6.99 a pound. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join and make BJ's your destination for savings every day.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Patriots football is heard live on the Sports Hub. Tune in every game day for the Patriots starting lineups presented by the McGovern Auto Group, the official automotive partner of the New England Patriots. With 35 locations, 25 different automotive brands, and over 9,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. Start your car shopping today at McGovernAuto.com.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, October 25th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Hey folks, you can download the Jackpocket Lottery app to start ordering lottery tickets right from your phone. Jackpocket lets you order all your favorite games like Powerball, Mega Millions, Mass Cash, and other official state lottery games. Jackpocket is safe, secure, and easy to use. You can also get notified if you win, so you never need to worry about checking your numbers. That's right. New customers can opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download that Jackpocket app and use the promo code JPHUB. That's promo code JPHUB. Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 18 or older. Eligibility restrictions apply. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with any state lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
Coleman.
It's electric.
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves the family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game night. All good. But when the power's still out on night number 4, you're chucking Jenga blocks at each other, putting the kids up for adoption, and filing for divorce. Coleman Electric saves you from this misery with a whole house generator. It starts up automatically and runs on natural gas. Every outlet, circuit, and device in the entire house keeps running. It means seconds after the power goes out, everybody can keep doing what they were doing. And that's important, because the best way to keep a family together is to remain apart. Call Coleman Electric and schedule a free estimate for a whole house generator install. And stay lit 24/7. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric.
This hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by our good friends. And, of course, they are our good friends over at Valve Maintenance and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit WingandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra oil change at Valve Maintenance and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people.
Get ready, Bruins fans. The Black and Gold are back on home ice soon. Next Tuesday, October 21st, the Bees host the Florida Panthers at 7:30 p.m. Grab your tickets now at bostonbruins.com/tickets. That's bostonbruins.com/tickets.
Around here, we call them the Joe Murray pre-party. It's Felger and Maz afternoons right now. Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. We'll do more Patriots coming up in a bit. Just wanted to react to the Bruins game from last night. They're out on the West Coast road trip right now. They played Vegas. They lost 6-5 last night. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like the Bruins trying to win a high-scoring affair probably isn't in their best interest. If they're going to just play games like they have the last two against Tampa Bay and Vegas, where they just don't play defense and they think they can just keep up with them scoring, you're not going to win. They're not going to be successful. I'll say this. It's early, right? It's early. But I'll tell you that I think the Bruins are better than I thought they were this year. I think they're more formidable. Do they have a lot of like high ranking top 6 talent? But they don't suck by any means. Their defense should be better than it is. I feel like their goaltenders shouldn't give up 6 goals a night. That's just my take on it. So at some point, I wanted to credit them because I thought they were playing better up front. What I noticed about the first couple of games was how many more blocked shots the defensemen are taking. I mentioned Peake's been 5-6. McAvoy actually played really well the first 2 games. Last night, he just decided to be an offensive guy. He just decided to just not play defense or wasn't in the right position at times. It was almost like they went on the road trip and were like, all right, well, Vegas scores, so we need to be more offensive than defensive tonight. Like, you're not good enough for that. And you know, we mentioned this last night, but, you know, Vegas was in the NHL this year. They're one of the worst first period teams. I mean, the Bruins, went up 1-0 and then 2-1? And Vegas was one of the best third period teams, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, we told you this last night, but that's how good teams can beat the Bruins now. That's how good teams, get a lot of shots on net or get their defenseman out of place because you can sneak one by Jeremy Swayman. But things looked good early on. The last 2 games, though, Bruins have been, like on Monday's game, I hated the way they played. I hated that game. Now, did they come back and think that they had a shot? Absolutely. You could argue why is Korpisalo in net, but I thought he got better. He wasn't great early on. But Thursday night, like high-scoring games, it's not your blueprint. It's not what you do. It's just not what you do. Nikita Zadorov with a goal last night. I figured he'd be scoring more this year. He did. He put him up 2-1. But Fraser Minton, out of place in the defensive zone, gets beat right past Jeremy Swayman, Cole Reinhardt. And I get the Jack Eichel shot from the high slot over Swayman. Should I credit Eichel because he's coming off that 2-goal game and maybe right now he's just feeling it a little bit? But like when they went up their 4th goal, I don't know what the hell happened. And I'm breaking this down for those who didn't see it, but a huge breakdown from the defense. Now, Swayman ended up making a really good save on that breakaway, but the other one hit the post. Popped right into the crease, and Hurdle was right there for the goal. So, in a way, like, I'll get in this. Actually, let me get into Swayman in a minute. David Pastrnak did keep him in last night's game. He cut the deficit to 4-3. They were on a power play. They scored. And then their penalty kill really took over. So they kind of battled back. It was an entertaining game. Like, I thought their special teams were going to kind of help them get out of the hole that they were in. But then what happens? Horrible power play. Horrible. Sloppy. The Charlie McAvoy turnover was so costly. Ugh. I don't know what Middlestat was doing there, too. He had a bad pass. Their special teams killed them last night in the third period. And then Carlson had that to make it 6-3. I mean, this is where I want to get it on Swayman. Just don't give up 6 goals. You need to be better than that. Now, do I blame the team in front of you? I do. And I think Sturm tried to do that in postgame. I think Sturm tried to say, hey, I thought Swayman was good. It was everybody in front of him. I'll admit that. I think it is true, but you got to get more out of that guy. But the Bruins have been fighting back. If there's one thing I can say, when they're down the other day, down 3-1, came back. They were down last night. They gave up 6 goals. It was 6-3. They scored 2 goals to make it interesting. But in the end, they can't keep up with the teams like Tampa Bay and Vegas and these high-scoring teams. Now, did Mikey Isamont score a goal last night, my guy? Yep. Kastelik, did he light the lamp? He did. So they're getting something out of that bottom line. They need to be better defensively on special teams. That has to be their calling card, and it hasn't been good over the last couple of nights. Your thoughts, 617-779-0985. We got Dylan in Shrewsbury. Hey, Dylan.
Yeah, hello?
Hey.
Yeah, so, McKenna's the best player coming out of the draft since McDavid, and this team can't draft outside of the first round. Don Sweeney can't draft to save his life. So the Bruins they need to sell and just pray to God that McKenna comes out of the draft because, Don Sweeney, if he can get fired, that would be it.
I don't think I want to do Don Sweeney talk right now. I think I didn't mean to hang up on you, Dylan. I'm not ready for the draft either.
The Bruins are not going to be bad enough to be in McKenna conversation. Not even close.
This is what their problem is. They're not bad enough to suck, and they're not good enough to compete. Is that fair?
They're going to be on the outside looking in, I think.
I think they'll battle for the 8th seed. Right? They'll be in the conversation.
But there are some really, really bad NHL teams this year. And McKenna is all-world McDavid type talent, they say. You're not going to be in that conversation.
Oh, so there's going to be a lot of tanking going on?
There's going to be some tanking.
Baby, whole lot of tanking going on.
He's so good that they're putting his college games on, national television, which they never do.
I will say this. I've been seeing the BC games lately.
Big one tonight. BU's got a big one tonight.
Yep. Dean Letourneau graphics in my face. He scored a goal yet? Asking for a friend. Anyways, we'll hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray. We got a lot going on. Alex Barr's going to join us in the next hour. We have in or out as well, and there's football games tonight. Right now it's Miami. Ray Lewis is at the game. 5-15-75. Numbers. Devin Hester is at the game. Ruben Bain Jr. will be playing linebacker tonight. And Carson Beck, former quarterback at Georgia, now at Miami, throwing to Malachi Toney. I'm Keith Jackson. All right, we'll hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Tell Your Time Studios, WBZ FM and HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5 The Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots going to be traveling to Tennessee this week. Everybody is potentially playing, but Steph Diggs listed as questionable. Harold Landry also back at practice today. Kickoff is Sunday at 1 o'clock. Other NFL news. Terry McLaurin out for Washington. Puka Nacua out for the Rams. Bruins lose last night 6-5. We were just talking about it. They play Colorado tomorrow, who are 4-0. Just no big deal, Tampa Bay, Vegas, Colorado, all in a row. Then they get Mammoth on Sunday. We all like to get Mammoth. And the Mariners, they lead the Blue Jays right now. 1-0 in the third inning. Headlines, they are brought to you by the rugged Honda Ridgeline. Head to your New England Honda dealers to learn more and see their lineup of rugged vehicles. I'm Joe Murray.
Are you actually coaching the game, or it's just that is? I feel so strongly about that. I can't even tell you.
Boston Talk Sports here.
What do we got?
Sports.
Because when they're on the road trip now, and they have 2 games over the weekend, and I want to talk about them this year because I do think that There's some good, some bad, some ugly, and I just don't think what's happening on the ice is Don Sweeney. So if I'm dismissing you, I apologize, but I'm not sorry. I just don't think them turning the puck over or turning the puck over like Charlie McAvoy on a power play has something to do with Don Sweeney. I don't. Now, do I think that the Patriots sucking last year had something to do with Elliott Wolf? I do. That's how we roll on the night show. It's just how we roll. It's not Don Sweeney out there turning those over. We got who is on? We have somebody on the Bruins versus Vegas. Hello, somebody.
Joe, is that me?
Not you. What's your name?
Hey, Brian in the car here.
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
First off, good. How you doing? First off, love your take on the North Shore Beefs.
Thank you.
Secondly, Bruins in Vegas. My understanding is it was rookie party, so the slow, heavy feet was to be understood.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, all that. Well, let's talk to Swayman here. We're paying this man, he wanted to be top market goaltender, and he's playing every other night. That's just not what you pay the top market goaltender for. We need 50, 60 starts out of him. And what are we doing here, right, Joe? I'll hang up. I'll listen.
Yeah, get ready for this weekend. What would you do, Skaz, if you were the Bruins this weekend? You have Colorado on Saturday and the Mammoth on Sunday. Who plays Saturday? Who plays Sunday? What team do you want Swayman against? How do they do this?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I think you start Swayman against Colorado, but if they're, really trying to get that win against Utah, but I just feel like you go for it against Colorado and you start Korpisalo on the back-to-back.
Yes.
You start Swayman against the better team.
Yes. So we agree.
Agreed.
Swayman Saturday, Korpisalo Sunday.
Yes.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Just roll with it.
Just sitting here.
Can you believe this is like the discussion with the Bruins? Like, this is why. If some people calling about Swayman, this is why. He should be there on Saturday and Sunday, right? Like, I get the league's different now, but for this team to be successful, I do think their identity was their goaltending. It's not anymore. So Swayman, what if they go Korpisalo on Saturday, Swayman Sunday?
Then I think that's something we've seen them do in the past where they try to give the starting goalie the easier matchup so they can secure a point or a win, and it doesn't go that way sometimes.
You mean to tell me that they played Korpisalo versus Tampa Bay because they thought they were the easier opponent and Vegas was the tougher opponent?
Your guess is as good as mine.
But is this the same situation here? I mean, it's not a back-to-back, but he would have had, 3 days off?
A lot of time.
Get ready for Bruins season, guys. We haven't even started Celtics yet. We haven't even started Celtics yet.
Next week.
That's right. Hey, our friend Noah Dalzell's going to join us on Monday next week. Did you see she was on ESPN today?
Noah, constantly climbing the rankings.
Can you believe
crushing
that?
It.
Can we call that the night show bump or no?
At this point, I think it's the Noah bump. But
yeah, it's true. Noah's she's going to forget about us someday. She's going to be like on the sideline talking to Bronny James one day if he's ever good. It's probably a bad comparison there. Whoa, it's Street Team Joe.
Hey, how we doing, Joe?
What's up tonight?
Nothing. I just left Buffalo Wild Wings. I just realized my diet's kind of been really bad lately, but I did just leave Buffalo Wild Wings. It was really good.
Real quick, what kind of wings did you get?
I got honey barbecue and parm garlic.
Did you dip them in any sauces?
No, I actually went no sauce today, Joe.
Wow,
I didn't want to risk any. I didn't want to risk any stomach issues today. So I had to, because I hit the candy bowl last night, and let's just say it didn't go well when I got home.
Candy bowl. I know about those.
But Joe, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I missed the first hour of the show, so I apologize if you already said something. But did you see the Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson audio from today?
Did I hear it? Yes, I did hear it.
Did you hear it? Yeah. Do you think River and I could make graphics as good as Jordan Hudson on or Bill Belichick website?
You know what's funny, Joe, is I wrote in our Slack channel tonight, wow, she sounds like me in our pre-show meetings. talking about graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, use Adobe Premiere. We have it.
And you were like, dude, I use Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, it's like, I can do this.
So
Bill Belichick.
So think about
like Rivers graphics are great too.
So Joe,
I was like Bill Belichick, we can do this.
Joe, think about this. She is talking to how old's Bill? 71. Imagine you talking to a 71-year-old man about graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if like Bill can, and also like I don't want to sound the website isn't great.
I'll just put it out there. I think for Bill Belichick's company, you can't get a better person than that.
Joe, can River and I make a website for you? Just it doesn't have to last very long, but we can see if we can make a better one.
We could call it Joe Don.
Yeah, yes, I love it. I'm in.
All right, buddy.
And I think River and I could take the challenge.
You got it, bro. I'm in. Thank you, sir.
All right.
What movie are you
Joe,
watching tonight? You gonna watch a movie tonight? A sports movie?
I think the chat yelled at me for not mentioning Secretariat. I haven't seen that, so I might give it a whirl.
I saw it. What about Rocky? Have you seen them all?
I've seen all the Rockies, Joe. The cinema is just a little too old for me. That's why I didn't have it in my top fives. But I do love, the story. Mickey Ward, though, is my favorite. I know you've talked to him a bunch of times, too.
Good dude. All right, Joe. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Joe. Take care, Gaz and River.
Bye. We'll get into that. He's right. I'm glad Joe saw it and went, wow, I use Adobe Premiere and do graphics.
Yeah, I got some takeaways from that. My takeaways might be more focused on Pablo Torre than the actual content, but we'll get to it.
I think I know where you're going. I think I know where you're going. I think I can smell it. Jason's in Derry. Jason.
Joe, what's up? It's only 5 games into the season, and I think Swayman's been on for the most part. The other 2 games was good. Last night, the whole team in front of him was awful. Right now, he's like the 6th highest paid goalie in the league. With the added money going to the cap, in a year or two, it's going to be like the 10th highest paid. I think you guys got to slow down with criticizing Swayman so much.
What am I supposed to do? Say, hey, 6 goals every night, no problem? It's everybody else's fault?
Low rise a turnstile. Sometimes they get peak on the second pair. He's like a third pair at best. I don't think our D's that good. Even Lindy, he's an offensive defenseman.
Lindy.
This team's weak. It's a bunch of grunts.
Yeah, I know. But so I'm supposed to take it easy on the $10 million goaltender? Out. I'm not doing that.
$8 million, but
$8 million. Yeah, $8 million. $8 million bucks for that stiff. He's a stiff.
How was he the first 2 games? 3 games in the season that he's played. How was he the first 2 games?
Doesn't matter now. They gave him easy layups. They didn't. Oh, come on. No.
The goalie's only as good as his D, man.
Oh, okay.
He's not Hasek or Brodeur.
So when they won in 11, we should give Seidenberg and Char all the credit.
Oh, Seide was awesome. That guy stapled dudes on the boards.
So what is it then? Is it the goalie or is it the defenseman?
I think Swayze's good. Swayze's good. Last year, he was horrible.
You hung up on him.
I can't do the nicknames anymore, Joe. How many did you drop in that call? 15 of them?
Lindholm?
Swayze? Patrick Swayze is what he's calling him?
Are you serious? Did I miss that?
That was the one that put me over the edge there. Jeremy Swayman ranks 24th in goals against average this season.
But he was good the first 2 games?
Apparently. He was fine.
Yeah, 35 saves the first night.
So 50 goalies have played in the NHL this season. He's 24th. I would say that puts him dead in the middle.
50-50 no?
Average. 50-50 average. You're paying for above average to very above average. I think you can criticize him for having a bad game. I think that's fair.
In hindsight.
Yoki Haru is one of the problems, too. That guy, you want to talk about a turnstile.
This is why Buffalo sucked.
Yeah.
Joe, they see potential in him, but you're right.
We talk about teams taking other teams' trash. If you're I feel bad for the fans of the Buffalo Sabres, but if you're picking up, defunct Buffalo Sabres players, not great for your roster, I would say.
Mm-hmm. But that's who they are now. Hey, Isomont's my guy, right? Whoa, I just saw an awesome fake field goal. I think he got stuffed at the line, though. No, wait, did he score or not? Now I don't know. Mario Cristobal, hard ass. So they're showing it on the thing, but the holder took it, ran, and then he got blocks in front of him. Oh, no, I think he's short. He got trucked. The holder's number 93. What do you think, Skaz? What's your determination on this live play-by-play?
I think you got a first down. That's what they were going for.
Oh,
you always want to break out those plays just to get a first down. From the 6-yard line.
Against the number 2 team in the country. On 4th and 2, let's pull the snapper sweep right. Whatever the hell it was. Nah. John's in Bridgewater. Hi, John.
Show. Love you, brother. What do you think about maybe making Matt Collins a fullback? Like, he's big, he can block, and it gives us a little sneaky little pass catcher out of the backfield.
They did that last week.
Yeah, well, like full-time.
No.
No? Hate it? That's all right, bud.
Well, how many fullbacks are in the league? 2?
Yeah, well, who uses a fullback? Our antiquated offense might be one of them.
Baltimore has Ricard, and the 49ers have Ustek.
Yeah, well, and they're both kind of productive, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, they are. But you're telling me you want to take the best blocking wide receiver in football and put him at fullback?
Well, he blocks. Fullbacks block.
Yeah, but
would you? That doesn't make sense.
Wouldn't you rather put a stiff back there like Westover and let Matt Collins block downfield like he's been doing?
Maybe, but I don't know. It gives us just that a little. Our running game sucks, so anything can help, right?
No, it's funny. Whenever I ask you a question, you always go, "Well, yeah." So, do you really think this would be a good idea?
No, typically I'm just drunk and I got to go wee.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna wonder if you were drunk or not. I actually didn't want. I already knew. Fullback talk. Where is John Hamblett when I need him? One more. Frank and Newton. Frank.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got some Shake Shack heading back home, but I just want to pick your guys' brains a little bit about the running back situation. I know Ramondre's looked good these past couple weeks, but I think it's been some weak defenses that we played against. So I just kind of wanted to hear your guys' opinions on how you feel about McDaniels still giving him a chance, despite him being the worst running back with taking care of the ball in the entire NFL as far as fumbling it. And I just think that we would be undefeated if we could have just took care of the ball a little bit better. So I'm not really sure why Henderson's not getting the love. I understand he can't really block well, and I hear that's the main concern from the coaching staff, but I was just wondering what your guys' thoughts were on that. And just the play calling in general, I haven't been too thrilled with. Hey, I think we're scoring a lot on big plays.
For you, Frank.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a Shake Shack hot dog?
A Shake Shack hot dog? I have. I used to actually not like burgers when I was a young kid, and I used to be a hot dog guy. It's pretty good, honestly.
Thank you. I appreciate you validating me. So he didn't eat burgers as a kid, but now he does. And I was going to get into that, but then I figured he might swear, which seems to be the common theme. You know somebody who won't swear? Alex Barth. He'll join us next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere.
You break down the history of the Patriots going up against number one overall picks, and of course this weekend they'll see Cam Ward, formerly of Miami, who are on right now, trailing 7-0. How are you? And tell us about the Patriots historically versus number one picks.
I'm good, Joe. That's right. I have that. So this will be their 12th time going up against a number one pick quarterback. They are 9-2 in those games, 8 such wins in a row going back to Peyton Manning's rookie year. They did lose to a rookie Jeff George in 1990. Their last loss to a rookie first overall pick overall, you got to go back to 2008 when Jake Long was with the Dolphins. They split with Miami that year. So they've had some good success. They put Caleb Williams in a blender last year. Trevor Lawrence really struggled when they played him late in the 2021 season. So, look, we always knew Belichick had a thing about rookie quarterbacks, and he'd always give them trouble. Then last year, Caleb Williams was just in a really bad situation. So I don't know how much weight that all holds for this year, except I will say Cam Ward's not exactly in a great situation either. I think his situation is comparable to what Caleb Williams was in last year. If you even want to, go another step, talking to Justin Mello, who covers the Titans, and you can check out that podcast now on the Sports Hub YouTube page or wherever you get your podcast, Patriots Hub podcast, as he just describing the current state of the Titans to me, there certainly feels like some similarities between what Cam Ward's dealing with right now and what Drake May was dealing with at this time last year.
Yeah, historically, Alex, this is the worst team to bet on against the spread since the Super Bowl era, this Tennessee Titans group of their last 25 games. Yeah, it's really that bad there. I think their biggest issue is stopping the run because they're out there for so much battling because their offense is so bad. And I know you had a write-up at 98.5 The Sports about players or even Titans players that could wreak havoc or wreck this game up. Two things I'll say is I think the Pats will establish the run this week against the worst in the league. They give up 133 on the ground. That's number one. Number two, tell us about the big boy in the middle for the Titans.
So on the run game as a whole, Jeffrey Simmons is part of it. We'll get to him. They're also expected to get T'Vondre Sweat back this week. He's been on IR. Another tremendous, tremendous player. If we were to list the best players on the Titans, their top two are probably both defensive tackles, honestly. Jeffrey Simmons is one of the best players in the league, regardless of position. He's a problem on all three downs, leads defensive tackles and pass rush pressures this year in sacks, and he's second among defensive tackles in run stops. So high motor player, strong player, really smart guy. Doesn't necessarily have any one thing that he goes to, right? You don't look at him and it's like, all right, take away the rip move or take away power or, when he lines up inside, he's not as effective as this. No, like whatever he's doing, he's good at, and he's a problem. And then you put T'Vondre Sweat next to him, hyper athletic, 340-pound defensive tackle, and those two are a lot to handle. So the Titans' run defense has not been great, but there are some caveats to that. One, again, they're going to get T'Vondre Sweat back this week. He was playing hurt the first week or two of the season and then went on IR. So they haven't had him, who's a key part of their run defense. And then last week, they were actually really good against Ashton Genty and the Raiders, held them to 2.1 yards per carry. So you have a run game that it wasn't bad, but it was struggling for the Patriots until last week. And then it was bad. So you have a run game trending in the down direction, and then you have a Titans run defense that's, was last week an anomaly or was it trending up? It's tough to say. So that's one of the more fascinating matchups in this game to me is, can the Patriots finally establish the run? Big picture, it looks like they probably should, but the Titans may actually have a couple things going their way in that regard.
All right, so the betting spot. I know I sent you some of the numbers. I went over some of them this week. So in this spot, generally, teams lose 40% of the time. It's not it's been better. It used to be 35%. Now it's just about 40. So the Patriots have a 40% chance of losing based off historical data. But you have to throw the revenge business and personal angle for Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
So I think there's something there, Alex, but I think this is the revenge game for Drake May. May tried to win this game last year, had that incredible play. They went for the field goal instead, and then he threw the interception, 2 interceptions on the day to Amari Hooker. So, it's a redemption for him as well, and I just think that the team, nobody's on the injury report. I mean, as far as being out, I think they're rallying around the coach this week, and I think Drake May wants that revenge too.
It's a great point about Vrabel, and, is the interim coach bump canceled out by the Vrabel return thing? I do think that there is an element to that. He's downplayed it all week, but I thought it was interesting where he called it interesting but not important at the beginning of the week, which, okay, so he acknowledges that there is something to this. It's not just another game, and I think the players are going to want to play for him. So I think those two things cancel out. As for the Drake May element, it's interesting. You're right. This was one of his better games last year, and I remember going back to the Bills game, and going into that Bills game, we were talking about, hey, this is somewhere Drake May went last year and played well. Once you look at it, he went back and played well again. So if that continues in Tennessee, he had a couple turnovers in that game, but some of those were those weird turnovers that happened last year with the ball bouncing off people's hands. And remember, the throw to Kayshon Boutte was impacted by the wind because the coaching staff took the wind the wrong way in overtime, if you remember that. So it's going to be interesting to see him back in that environment for sure.
All right, it's Alex Barth, 98.5thesportshub.com. I got a lot there on that Vrabel Drake May stuff, man. I think they're ready to send the message that we saw. Have they sent the message yet? Did they send one to Buffalo?
The Buffalo was part of it. I think it's in progress, right? Buffalo, there's levels to it. Buffalo sent a message that I think you can even go back to Carolina, right? Hey, this isn't the Patriots team that was so inept offensively that breaking 21 points was a miracle, right? All right, we're going to put up 40. And yeah, it's in a blowout, but even in a blowout, the Patriots hadn't put up that number in years. Then you go to Buffalo. That sends another message. Hey, we're not a get-right game. We're not a just roll them out and take care of business and you'll be okay game. And then I think since the Buffalo game, there's been, last week we were talking about the trap game, and this week there's a lot of talk about, well, they've never swept a 3-game road trip, and you hear some people in Tennessee talk about Vrabel would struggle sometimes. He'd win the big games, and he'd struggle in the letdown spots, and it sends a message that, hey, this is not a flash in the pan. This is something that we can do consistently. So I think they sent a message. I think there's more of a message to send as the progress goes, but starting the season 5-2, maybe it wasn't the exact wins and losses a lot of people thought it was, but that's an ideal start to the season when you looked at it back in August.
All right, Alex, you going to watch Bill Belichick tonight in Cal?
I am. I'm watching Miami right now in big trouble, so I may miss the beginning of that game if the end of this one is good. Number 2 Miami losing 14-0 to unranked Louisville at home. So I'm going to watch the end of this if it stays close. But, yeah, after that, I'll be flipping right over to Cal UNC. And I'll tell people this. Obviously, we don't need to do the quarterback draft thing anymore. But if you're a football fan, Javon Songapouatele, the quarterback for Cal, true freshman, this kid is going to be a name. He's got first-round tools. We'll obviously see how the next few years go for him, but super, super fun quarterback to watch.
It's funny because the name, there was a Patriot player named Pio Sagapouatele, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if there is any relation there. And I feel like I now need to look that up. He was on the Super Bowl team that 1996, but I might have to go look that up now. But yes, Cal wasn't supposed to be good. It's this kid that's good. He's amazing.
I mean, if anybody saw the BC game back when Cal was here, they had a slow start, and then Cal did, and then in the second half they just kind of started throwing, and he shredded them. He tore them apart, and the biggest thing to me with him, his ability to at 18 years old change arm slots and drop the arm and throw sidearm and still have zip on the ball, still get distance, still be accurate. That's advanced stuff for a guy his age. So that's what really stands out to me is okay, this kid might be a little bit different.
All right, dude. I appreciate you joining us. We look for all your updates. You're on Sunday as well with Cerrone?
That's right. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Sunday kickoff.
It's the Barth. It's the weekend of Barth, everybody. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy tomorrow. You'll be writing on 98.5thesportshub.com. We'll hear you on Sunday morning, Alex. Appreciate you, bud.
Thanks, Joe. Talk to you soon.
You got it. It's Alex Barth, everybody. He holds it down for us. He holds it down. Well, why don't we talk to Ryan in the car? He's been holding. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
Hey, it's okay.
So I'll give you a quick Patriots thing to weigh in on the segment. You're getting me a little giddy on the Patriots. I think I need to see a little more, potentially a playoff game / victory, something along those lines, before I'm totally sold on these new Patriots. However, I did call in. I wanted to get your opinion on Joe Mazzulla. I called Felger the other day, and he was quick to dismiss me. Didn't want to give me a rebuttal.
Really?
But I did. Yeah. Funny how Mr. Right works like that, huh?
No, you got dismissed. What was the take?
So I don't think I worded it correctly for Felger. He hung up on me quickly, but he went on to explain my point. So my thing was, with the whole style of play with Joe Mazzulla, I think in the regular season, I think it's great to watch. I mean, he's a top coach in the league. If Felger's a scoreboard guy, sorry to keep bringing him up, but he's one of the best coaches in the league since he's come in 3 years ago. Great record. And it's great to watch. Like, it's the highs and the lows in the regular season. I mean, it sucks when they lose and they can't hit a three, but when they shoot the lights up.
What's the take?
What was that?
What's the take, though?
The take is that I like Mazzulla as a coach. He just needs to learn how to shift his coaching style for the playoffs. I think Mazzulla is a good coach. He just needs to adjust his style for the playoffs. Maybe potentially just let the superstars take over and take a step back on the coaching or adjust his coaching style, whatever it may be. I don't think Mazzulla, I think it's just more of the style, I guess. I don't know. The playoff style, that's the problem.
You don't even know your own take right now. You know that?
No. Well, no.
Your
I
take
think
is he needs
Mazzulla's a
to
good
change his
coach.
style? That's your take? He needs to change his style
Well,
or shift his style?
in the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the playoffs, Joe. In the playoffs.
So
regular. How can you deny?
I don't even know what they're going to do this year. I don't know what they're going to look like. They could suck for all I know. Well, I can't think about him shifting in the playoffs.
Well, no, but I'm just saying in general, the way the Celtics are built right now, Mazzulla is a three-ball guy.
I don't know how they're built right now. I don't know what they are. They let go of 5 guys. 6, 7.
All right, but we got Derek White, Jaylen Brown. The Celtics.
Thank you. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. What was the take?
Talk about taking a ride in the cul-de-sac with that phone call, Joe.
I feel bad for yelling at the guy.
6'7", Joe.
No. Do you know what they're going to look like? Do you know? Guys, do you have to pull out the big man tears again?
I mean, we've done them so often this week, Joe.
Who is their big man? What's their starting 5?
But we have Derek White, Joe.
Is Jaylen Brown going to play?
We have Derek White.
We
have Derek White. How many times do you think you said Felger's name in that call? It had to be close to double digits.
You ever see the gif of The Rock when he's doing the thing and it's just the eye rolls and the head roll? I don't know if you ever seen that.
So yeah.
It was when he was about to turn on Farouk at the time, Ron Simmons. And Ron was like, "We're the nation." And The Rock was like, that was me.
I know you're out when your head hits the microphone.
Oh, I beat my head against the microphone.
Yes, that's when I know you've really not happened the call.
What was the take? He needs to switch up his play style in the playoffs. I don't know what this team is. What's their play style? What is their play style? What is the Celtics' identity before the first game? What the hell am I doing right now? What am I doing?
It's fun in the regular season, though, Joe.
I'd rather debate playing against the media. That's where I'm at right now. What's Gabe got for me tonight? You got any bets tonight or tomorrow or Sunday?
Oh man, I will send out some UFC bets.
Okay.
Jeez, I wasn't ready. I just wanted to call about the Patriots. I don't think they're going to do any moves. I don't see Vrabel as a guy like bringing in. A third running back. But like I don't like to talk about like Derrick Henry. Obviously not AJ Brown. Obviously not a receiver. Like I just think Vrabel is a draft and develop guy. And if someone's not available that would like fit in easily, he's not just going to make a move to make a move. And quick thing, yesterday when you were saying about Missoula, the whole game. You said, you chase after him for 12 seconds and then you just sit on him.
Yeah.
That was great. You do the Yokozuna,
Yeah, I call it the Jokozuna. No, it'd be like a UFC fight. It'd be me versus Missoula, and I'd put him in a headlock and I'd lean on him for all 3 rounds or 5 rounds, whatever it would be.
Exactly. You would use your weight to push him against the cage and try to just get him down and literally just try to get on him and just try to, get those shots in,
I'd be, remember Chael Sonnen? Was it Chael Sonnen? I can't remember. No. Stipe Miocic on Ngannou. Remember they just held him against the...
Oh my God.
That was like the worst fight
bad
ever.
Ones.
Yeah.
Where where the ref, is hesitant to stop it because the guy getting pounded is like a known guy, and he's like, I don't want this, title fight to end this quick, but this guy's getting, knocked out. What am I supposed to do?
Dude,
the tough.
Gabe,
I got one UFC bet.
All right, real quick, hang on. Let me tell you a story. Right. Let me tell you a story first.
All right, tell me a story.
I was in West Roxbury today.
Oh, okay.
And I thought about Tony's place, but I didn't stop.
Okay.
And I was thinking Dino's for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I said, should I get a Pleasant pizza? As I drove by the Pleasant. And then I saw a place called Nick's Roast Beef, and I go, that ain't a roast beef place.
Nick's Roast Beef?
It's near Burger King in Washington Street. But
okay.
That's Rosendale, I guess, if you really want me to. But anyways, what you go to in the West Roxbury?
To be honest, same old place in Center Street.
Yeah, JP.
Yeah, they've really
How about
redone
West
their stuff.
Roxbury though, not JP.
West Roxbury's hard. Tony's is okay. The son of the owner is actually best friends with Portnoy.
Yeah,
you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy. West Roxbury's hard though. I literally use Gary's Deli. I use Pino's in Chestnut Hill, Oak Hill in Oak Hill Pizza. I mean in Oak Hill, Newton, which is.
Yeah, sorry, Gabe. I needed West Roxbury. We got to go to break. When I say where do I go in West Roxbury, don't give me Chestnut Hill. Don't give me Newton. Don't give me Jamaica Plain. I did technically give him Rosendale. But on that spot right there, Skaz, sometimes you don't know where you are. Are you in Rosie or Westie? I don't know. I guess he doesn't know where he wants to go. And the other guy still doesn't know his take. Actually, did he just call just to talk to somebody on the way home? I got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Well, there's 21 points already in this football game. 49 was the total. So that's cool. It's 14-7 Louisville over Miami.
pretty good now. It was rough on the way out of Boston.
Bro,
but
I drove to Boston today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was the worst decision I ever made.
Oh, I know. It's a nightmare.
Like, it was horrible. And you know what, though? Our old radio station used to be in Brighton near the Stockyard Yard, right?
Yeah.
And, dude, if the head of the regatta was going on, bro, it was doomsday. Doomsday, Jesus, we need you now.
Yep. Well, it's the life I chose, being a crew coach, so.
Ah, crew. Yeah. What do you got for me tonight?
So, just thinking Heisman, we're at the halfway mark in college football, and my brother was a Georgia Tech grad, and I love Georgia Tech. I just wonder, I know the quarterback at Indiana is great. I know Carson Beck's been great, although he's having a tough time tonight. Is there any place for somebody like Haynes King who doesn't throw the ball around the yard but rushes it, and it's kind of that old Tim Tebow-style quarterback to have a shot at the Heisman?
You know what's so funny about him? I read an article at Bleacher Report had it this week that he should be in the running. It mentioned Haynes King. They compared his game to Eric Crouch from Nebraska.
Hell yeah.
Right? Doesn't it? I mean, I think King's a little bit more of a quarterback, though.
Definitely. I mean, definitely not NFL, but like an all-time great, like college football quarterback, in my opinion.
I'll tell you, the two guys I've been really impressed with, Maava from USC and Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt, I think they've been really good. I just don't know if they're going to fit into the conversation. Fernando Mendoza, dude. Mendoza, though, you might have to give him a consideration from Indiana.
Oh, totally. With Indiana and what they're doing, I just discount Pavia because he's older than me at this point.
Yeah, but can he beat LSU this week? You know,
we'll see. I assume that Vanderbilt will beat LSU because Garrett Nussmeier is not that guy. And Brian Kelly is just, I think he's wearing out his welcome there.
Dude, I like your take on the kid from G-Tech. Is Lifshatz the other night thinks that the coach from Georgia Tech should be maybe considered for the Penn State job.
I don't think Brent Key's going anywhere. He's like truly a Georgia Tech guy.
Yeah,
it's
no, I
so
get
funny
it.
to bring up Lifshatz.
Yeah.
I called him at the beginning of the year, and I said, I think Georgia Tech's going to go 11-1, and I was wrong. I thought they were going to lose to Clemson.
Yeah, 6-0.
And he totally shouted me down.
Yeah.
But I'm holding out, get past Duke, and I'll call him with my blah at the end of the year, hopefully.
We all love a good blah. I'll give you one more, though. I do think the best player in the country, though, is wide receiver there from Ohio State. He really is like Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, and Sam's just a young kid, but the wide receiver's getting him out. Smith's getting out of him, which I totally agree. I just hold out for King because I miss the old days of the old college football quarterback with no pro prospects who just wants to win in college.
You got it, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah, dude, they're Georgia Tech's fun to watch, man. They're fun to watch. I love that. Man, maybe I should do Skaz. Maybe around the holidays, I can do a quarterback tiers, like potential. I mean, the Pats won't be looking for one, will they? I mean, they got Tommy Cutlets, and they got that other guy.
I think they're all set, Joe. Let's hope so. You like the kid in Indiana?
Mendoza, you know what I like? His game? In. Do you know what sold me? I watched his post-game interview this week, dude. And he was like, my line's the best, and they run the best routes. And
you're a real sucker for a good post game. You like a good post game,
bro. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nobody better in my. I need someone to beat the Tim Tebow top tier for me. You got to understand. How old were you when Tebow was at Florida? Were you in college, like high school?
When was that? 20. So like
late mid 2000s probably, right?
So early high school maybe.
So I'll never forget the day that I watched Tim Tebow throw the jump pass. Chris Leak was the quarterback at the time, but they'd always throw Tim Tebow in the game, and he did the jump pass, and I go, "Who's that guy?" Like when I saw the Tim Tebow jump pass, I went, "I love him." And granted, when I watched Florida football back then, they were men, beasts, like the greatest high school athletes that looked like they were 25 years old. But I'll never forget the day Tim Tebow, when he lost a game and goes, I'm not going to let this team down ever again. I'm going to promise to win next week. And he did. And I was just like, that Tim Tebow, man. And when they beat the Steelers, I got excited because they were going to play the Patriots. And I went, the Patriots are going to roll these dudes. They scored 50-something points, the Pats did that day. Man, the phone lines are loaded. Let's get to it. Ian and Weymouth. Ian.
Hey, guys. You asked about a spot in West Roxbury.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you straight. It's a spot called The Real Deal.
Yeah, Real Deal. Yep.
It is. It's right down the street from Roxbury Latin, man.
No, I know about
it.
It's
fantastic. Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Good spot. And I like Sugar next door. It's the
bakery built in the back, man. You get your pizza, your buffalo chicken, and your dessert, and you're good to go, man.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yes, the owner of Real Deal. I have. Let's just say we've imbibed many times. Bobby's in Oklahoma. Bobby.
Hey, Joe. How's it going? Happy Friday.
Boomer Sooner.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm calling to talk Patriots defense. And, I love getting just as excited as the next guy about how bad our schedule looks and how good this team could be. But I just get the feeling that at the end of the day, our secondary is going to let us down. I don't know what you think, but I don't know. Carlton Davis right now is giving me really big Miles Bryant vibes. I feel like anytime we drop back in man, ball's going his way, and it's been a couple times already through a few games. I feel like some big penalties have come up and cost us on third down plays. Just really interested to hear your thoughts on specifically the secondary.
Don't think it's great. I think Carlton Davis has been a little underwhelming, but I think you need a guy that can hold down the number 2 spot, and I think he's the best option that they have. I think Marcus Jones playing the nickel is their best team. They were short. Remember, who were they playing earlier in the year? Was it Austin, the guy, Austin there?
Calvin Austin?
No. The corner for the Pats there. Why am I? See, I haven't seen him in weeks, so I kind of forgot about him. So,
Alex Austin. Sorry. Respect. Calvin Austin.
Respect to Ash. Calvin and
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Austin, Massachusetts. Let's see. Let's go to another West Roxbury guy. Nick, you like Real Deal?
Real Deal's all right, but have you ever heard of Nick's Place Burlington? Nick's Place with the North Shore beef?
I heard of it, but that's not West Roxbury.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, they have the best roast beefs.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, go to Nick's Place Burlington, and Matt's going to hook you up. You tell him Nick RF sent you. He's going to load that bitch up for you guys. So.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to hang up on you, but you said bitch, and I got scared. Hassan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you, Joe?
I'm hanging in there.
So, do you want the food take first or the basketball take first?
Let's do food because I'll ask you too many questions.
So, just shout out Nashua, California Burritos. It's like a local-owned business. There's a few new locations open.
I have heard about this a few times now. I feel like I got to make the trip. But our buddy Jake the other night went to the barbecue joint in Nashua. What's that called there? The Cowboy? No, what's it called?
Is it Smoky Bones, I think? Something like that. I'm not sure.
I like, well, anyways, I guess there's really good food out there.
And then the second food one was Boston Kebab in Waltham.
That's right down the street from us.
Guys. Yeah, very good.
I drive by there. Yeah, I drive by there often. I think about it. I'm like,
You got to get the kebab platter. And then for the basketball take, so I think the 2024 playoffs, that was amazing basketball by the Celtics. And it started with the defensive intensity, and then that opened up the transition game. And then on the offensive side, Brown and Tatum were playing downhill a lot, like using their size to get to the rim. And then that opens up the defense is stepping back, right? That opens up the mid-range game. And then if you keep driving in, defense collapses, and that opens up the three. So playing downhill like how they did in the playoffs and with their defense, I think that's really the go-to for this team. Thank you, Joe.
Okay. I have no clue. Wow, Drake May's at the Zavarian game right now. Sources on the ground. So they haven't left yet.
I would hope not, Joe.
They need that guy to go with.
They need that guy.
Ben is in Wakefield. Hey, Ben.
Hey, how are we thinking about Anthony Simons?
How am I
his three-point ability?
I'm thinking all right.
Do you think he could be like one of the better shooters in the league this year?
No.
Oh.
I'm Joe Murray, listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Stefan Diggs, they might need him too. He's limited, but he's questionable too. Who else? Puka Nakua's not playing. Terry McLaurin's not playing. I guess a lot of wide receivers might get. A lot of guys aren't playing this week. Bruins, they didn't play well. They lost 6-5 last night. They'll play back-to-backs, Colorado and then the Mammoth. And baseball right now, Blue Jays 2-1 lead over the Mariners. Later on tonight, Dodgers, Brewers. Headlines are brought to you by Eastern Mass's leader in drain cleaning and pipelining, Drains by James. Slow drain, clog drain. You need to contact Drains by James today at drainsbyjames.com. It's in or out time.
If you've got the app, you've got Toucher and Hardy to wake you up no matter where you are.
Or who may or may not have been to jail.
Get the app. The 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is...
I'm in, actually, on this one. You know the longest Philly streak was Pete Rose, 350?
Pretty good.
250 career home runs. Did you know that?
I did not. I don't know if maybe he's a left fielder at Fenway. Or DA. I mean, you got Yoshida.
Nick Eaton or Castellanos.
Yeah. I'm not putting him in right or center at Fenway, though, I don't think.
Yeah, sign me up. What's he going to make? In. Who cares? In.
All right, Joe, now to the fun stuff. Food or food adjacent. Dr. Pepper, our friends over at Dr. Pepper have announced that they are collaborating with Dippin' Dots for a new Dippin' Dots flavored soda. Are you in or out?
Okay, let's talk Dr. Pepper for a little bit. I would say growing up, Coca-Cola and Sprite were my two favorites. The third favorite of mine was a Pepsi product called Mountain Dew. So when it came to like the darker sodas, I was a Coca-Cola guy all day, over Pepsi all day long. Now, guys, did you know that I was a driver's helper for Coca-Cola once?
I did not know that, Joe. You're a man of many mysteries.
Yes, I got like it was like, I guess it was kind of like a summer job.
You were unloading and loading.
Yeah. I would go with a driver and help him lift stuff, basically. Yep. And so, you know, the stuff that I didn't like, tab out. It is out. Tab out. You know what came out then? Surge. It's all right. You know what I didn't? Sierra Mist out. There's certain things. Anyways, Dr. Pepper. The best diet soda going. People will tell you it's Diet Coke. That Diet Dr. Pepper, baby. Something different about that. Now, do you know that people use... So, anyways, Dr. Pepper Dots in. That little, like, flavor. You know who loved Dr. Pepper? Forrest Gump. Remember he drank all those Dr. Peppers and he had to pee?
Not until you just mentioned it. I did not remember that. But yes, now that you say it.
He says, Bubba, I got my check after taking Mama out to eat and getting some Dr. Peppers. 1994, that movie. So what would that have been? In.
All right, Joe, from Dippin' Dots to PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon is releasing a limited edition pickle beer in collaboration with Grillo's Pickles. Joe Murray, are you in or out on a pickled flavored...
I only like certain pickles, though. I like a nice spear of a dill. I sometimes like pickles on a chicken sandwich with mayo.
Yeah, it's pretty standard, I feel like.
You know what I don't like pickles on? Steak and cheese.
Yeah, out on that.
Like, what's it doing there?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Pickled beer, huh? Out.
All right, Joe, we're going to head to Starbucks for this next one. You're going to have to bear with me with this one. Starbucks baristas are being handed real pumpkins by customers asking them for their drinks inside the pumpkin. This TikTok trend is dividing opinions, with some baristas refusing to fill the pumpkins. Joe Murray, are you in or out? This is like when 7-Eleven does the, bring in your own thing to fill up the Slurpee, and people are bringing in like 10-gallon buckets and stuff.
Yeah.
Joe Murray, are you in or out on a TikTok trend where people are filling up pumpkins with coffees and such?
I'm going to go with this. Do you know? Remember? So you mean a pumpkin that's already been
carved? Yes, got it.
Okay. In. You know why? Because I don't know what, when we were kids, again, I say kids, but did I ever tell you about the gravity bong that we made out of the pumpkin?
I've heard.
So you got the pumpkin, right? You get a 3-liter, not a 2-liter.
Not rare.
Fill it with water, and then you light that bad boy down, or light it up.
Light it down.
Light it up and then take it down. I don't know if Rivers ever, he's in college. I don't know if
Vermont guy.
Yeah. He has no clue what we're talking about.
He was doing video stuff.
No problem. Gravity bongs. No? It's got nothing?
No, it hasn't quite divulged in that.
Oh, okay. He's not it is the green state and all, right?
It is the very green state, he says.
I don't want to drink coffee out of a pumpkin, but I will smoke out of a pumpkin, so I'm out on that. I don't know if you remember this. Some guy called in one night, and him and his friends made a bong out of the toilet, and every time they flushed the toilet, it would give the...
I feel like you're getting a little bit more than just what you want there.
But are you smoking nastiness?
Yes.
Again, you'd be
you could
drinking
never make
a pumpkin.
a toilet completely clean. No way.
Who wants to drink a pumpkin? Again, that's why you fill it with water and use it as a bong.
The pumpkin is one of those things that's become widely overrated.
Lifshats is complaining about Carson Beck.
I just saw him throw a horrible deep ball for a pick not too long ago, so I can see why.
Oh, is that what that was probably for? And then now the refs are playing a big role in the Miami game.
More here. Chris Webber is set to return to TNT Sports as a college basketball analyst. Joe Murray, are you in or out on the return of Chris Webber?
I'll never forget Michigan Fab 5. That was my heyday, guys. I was a kid. The Fab 5 was legit, and I'll never forget the day Chris Webber called timeout when they had no timeouts and they lost the game. And since then, I've thought about Chris Webber. You know what else got me, now that we're talking about this? Did you ever watch the 30 for 30 on the Fab 5?
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget Chris Webber talking about he has no money in his pocket, nothing. He's broke.
And they're selling his jersey.
And he saw his store, and that day, he was like, I'm not making any of that money. And that was the day. That was the day where I went, Chris Webber, the number one player in the country, made no money and couldn't even buy McDonald's.
Different world now.
I mean, I was with AJ Bedanza.
I think he's doing all right from what I've heard.
I heard he's in the mid to high millions to go to BYU. How is Utah this time of year?
How the hell would I? I mean, I'm sure it's nice.
I'd take 6 or 7 million from Utah. Would you? Brockton to Utah, 6 million. In. I don't know how else to say that. Hey, I live in Brockton, Massachusetts, and I can go to any college in the world, but they're going to give me $7 million to go to BYU? In.
All right, Joe, we will end with this one tonight. SNL announces their hosts in spurts, with their 3 new hosts announced for November 1st, November 8th, and November 15th.
Who are they?
Here we go. Well, this weekend, Joe, you're a big Swiftie. I'm a big Sabrina guy. Sabrina Carpenter hosting this weekend.
She's back?
So she's back.
Are we going to get some Domingo?
Maybe. I would have to. Maybe they put it to bed, but you never know.
I don't know.
I think you got to do a different song, maybe. Switch it up a little bit. But that was already announced. The 3 new ones. November 1st, Joe Murray, are you in or out on Miles Teller hosting SNL?
In. Oh, I like him. For those that he was Rooster in Top Gun, right? And
Whiplash.
He did that Godfather.
Right, he's in Whiplash, right? That's him.
Yeah, he's in that. He's in. What the hell else was he in? Why can't I remember right now? He's
in that like the The movie with Jonah Hill where they're running guns and stuff. War Dogs, I think it's called.
Yep.
All right, Joe, you're in on Miles Teller. November 8th, Nikki Glazer.
Ooh, she's the one that did the Tom Brady.
Yes. I think she did like a big award show recently, too. I can't remember which one.
You know what's funny? There's a local designer, Melda Clothing.
Yes.
She did our WrestleMania stuff. But she actually makes Nikki Glazer's... Well, when she goes out, she wears something to do with 41. I don't know what it is, but she wears her shirt when she does her stand-up. I think Nikki Glazer's too talented for that show, so I hope she makes it. What I mean by too talented, like I'm excited to see her writing on that show.
Yes, yeah.
I
gotcha.
Because like
she's a comedian.
Can she keep it under R?
I think you're allowed to. You let a couple. You know,
she
lets it fly.
She loves to toe that line, baby.
All right,
on Nikki Glazer. Yeah, absolutely.
And November 15th, a hunk, Glenn Powell hosting.
Oh, wow, that's a murderer's row.
It's pretty good.
Sabrina Teller, Glazer, and who's
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. Wow.
I'm still waiting for Tim Robinson to get the call. That's the dream, but fine.
He's too talented to write on that show too.
Well, they fired him or let him go once.
It was funny. I'm a huge can't remember Bob Odenkirk guy, and I forget sometimes that like he was on SNL, but I didn't realize he was a part of the Man Down by the River one. But when I watch a lot of his old stuff, I'm like, wow, Odenkirk was like huge on SNL. Glenn Powell is he a hunk or what?
I think he would be in the hunk category.
He's a hunkosaurus. The ladies must love him, huh? They married?
I don't know.
He's a licensed pilot. Did you know that?
That's probably Tom Cruise. Got him in the training.
There you go. He was the guy that goes, Iceman was his name. Oh, he's a Texas Longhorns super fan.
I'm in McConaughey.
We need more of those.
Oh, yeah, never enough.
He dated Gigi Paris.
I don't know who that is.
They're results of differences in priorities between the couple. When Powell focused on his career, that's why.
You're turning into Pablo Torre over there. It's TMZ.
Well, it's Wikipedia. Should we get into a little Pablo?
Please.
I actually want to hear your opinion on it. Anything else tonight?
That is going to wrap up a Friday night edition of In or Out.
I'm going to say I have a couple, but we can just save them for Monday. All right, we'll go to break. Skaz is here. River. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
But now we get footage. Pablo Torre. Pablo knows all. Is that what it's called? Pablo finds out. Pablo, whatever. Marco Polo.
Is becoming TMZ.
Yeah. I don't dislike the guy, but I will say this. I don't love people that look at media people to like the Francesa stuff. I'm sorry, Mike Francesa. It's just funny, right? What's the name of that?
Back after this?
Yeah, that's Francesa. Like, they whenever Skip does something, Skip Bayless had a take.
Oh, he had a take.
That was
29-minute video on Travis Hunter. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Got baptized before a game.
Yeah, and Skip had 29 straight minutes of thoughts on that.
How can you have an opinion on somebody getting baptized?
How can you have an opinion on anything for 29 straight minutes? I don't know if there's anything I do for 29 straight minutes.
There's a lot of things I do for 29 straight minutes, but we can digress. So there's footage of Jordan Hudson taking charge on the set of Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia's coaching video. Again, Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick's coaching video. So I watched it. Do you want me to read the articles, or do you want me to? Never mind. I'll just say this. They have somebody there. So I know you got to take on Pablo, right? You got to take on Pablo?
Yeah, I got takes, Joe, on the whole thing.
I just want to set this up. Something got sent to Pablo, and I swear it's the production team. Is it the underdog production team? Where did that come from?
I think it's by the frequency of his information, I would say, and the... I don't want to say depth because I don't think there was any depth really to this report, but the insistence almost makes me feel like it's coming from someone inside UNC.
Like a Bubba type?
I don't think maybe someone maybe, a whistleblower of sorts.
Ooh, okay. Like a friend of the program.
Yes, or someone in the program who doesn't feel like the program's all too friendly right now.
Former person from North Carolina with heavy ties to the Boosters.
I think this is someone
that's a friend that works in media.
I don't know what you could possibly be talking about, Joe, but I think this is someone that is within the organization or very close to.
Okay, so you're not blaming Pablo. You're blaming somebody giving Pablo the info.
I will blame Pablo for acting like he had, I don't know, the JFK files or, acting like...
Film?
Yes.
It's not a good look, right?
No, this was nothing. I didn't gain anything from this or feel like this was some big story. This is exactly what we all thought was going on.
So it's the video is Pablo, Katie Nolan?
I believe Katie Nolan is one of the people on the panel.
I think she's been on here before. And I don't know who the other guy is.
Other guy. No idea. Yeah.
So 3 people talking with Pablo.
Yes.
And Pablo says, "Hey, I got this video." And essentially, it is them on the set, and she comes in, Jordan, and says, "Do we have to use the word end zone? Like, why do you need to look at the graphic?" She goes, "Do we have to say end zone? Can we say red zone?" And he's like, it's a good point. We don't have to really give any information. And then the producer's like, "Yeah, so, we can change it if you want." Right? Wasn't he? He's like, "Yeah. How about you just do Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick and get the hell out of there?"
I'm sorry? What?
Yes. Fake promo. So anyways, we can carry on. It's a very hot mess situation and a very hot mic situation. And to kind of give you, I'm kind of watching it right now. So, I mentioned that the producers are in there. She's like, look, she put on her glasses to read.
So we can change things, yeah, for sure.
Well, I gave Allie, I sent her a text and could pull up the email and said that there was a certain way that we wanted these to look to have a certain influence based upon what it was they're talking about, that in the playbook that this would have graphics that would almost look like they ripped the page out of their book and slapped it on this screen, and that maybe it was game most necessary, and it looked like it was like underlined in red pen, and that was going to be the call it like basic idea theme throughout all of the graphics. And she typed back to me like, "Oh, we already have stuff that we're putting out there."
These are not. So we'll have new designs. We'll create new templates.
Can we do that with them and sit there and say, as they're doing it, no, that's wrong?
Hang on.
Yeah,
Pause. Shout out to River and Joe and intern Mark. They do graphics. I do them in a pinch or sometimes when I'm bored. I would like to add graphics to our show. I feel like they're really good when it comes to putting up videos. I just feel like it puts more eyes, and since we've been doing it, people have said they've seen them. So I want people to know that her talking about graphics, I almost felt embarrassed for myself about how much I want to add graphics for the show. But I will say this. I want them to do the graphics first and then critique them. She wants to sit with them while they do it? Out. Sorry. Out.
You don't think it's a good thing if your boss's girlfriend is watching you while you work to tell you if you're doing your work correctly? You don't think that's a healthy working relationship?
Remind me to tell you a story off the air.
Oh, boy.
But it's happened to me.
Well, I think we've all heard stories. I like stories, Joe.
And let me tell you, like, if I do television somewhere, Skaz, I get an email. Hey, Joe, what do you want to talk about? This. See you then. Thanks. I show up, and there's a graphic made because I told them what I wanted to talk about. Do I know what they're going to put up there? No.
You don't sit there and watch them put the graphic together?
No, I don't. Do you think Felger is watching Vinny show old highlights of Felger throwing footballs and catching them today?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Do you have a take on this, River? Because you grabbed the mic. Okay. So, anyways, I'm not making this about me. This is about Jordan, who wants to sit there with the producers of Underdog, who do great graphics, by the way. And I actually, whenever I see Jared or Tyler, I say, dude, who's your graphics guy? They're nasty. Anyways, carry on. Sorry to butt in.
No, Joe. That was the end of graphics talk.
Oh, okay. So when do we get hot mic crap talk?
At NFL Film Studios. Belichick and Matt Patricia are sitting at the table, September 2024, in between takes of episode 1, in front of a monitor that has a list of keys that you'll eventually see here for the Browns defense against the Cowboys. And Jordan Hudson is doing what?
Flipping through a big binder.
Yeah, looks like she's going through a script, maybe?
A giant binder that she's holding.
With a lot of tabs.
And so there's Belichick, there's Patricia, there's Jordan Hudson. Is my voice cracking?
I was going to say, we could take that again if you want. No one's going to judge.
We're going to leave it in. And I think you'll get here a pretty decent sense of the dynamic at play.
Is it necessary to say keep them out of the end zone? Because I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory on defense. I don't know if there's like an additional point.
Yeah. It's a 100%.
100%.
I feel like that applies to all defenses.
Well, no, but we just said that the Cowboys' offense is the best offense in the league. They have the most yards per game. Okay, so they're going to get the ball down there. Mm-hmm. We know they're going to get the ball down there.
We do.
Preventing touchdowns and forcing the field goals is going to be a key to the game.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we could say it differently.
Is that red zone specific, conceptually?
Well,
conceptually.
Should that say red zone instead of end zone?
Well, there's explosive plays involved.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Poor Matt. Oh, did you get that? Oh, whoa.
So you guys haven't reviewed these before this moment here?
Not the graphics.
Not the actual graphic itself, no.
Stuff type is what I sent last night.
Oh, so Matt sent them stuff in advance.
I'm just waking up next to that. You do a pretty good elephant impression, Joe. It might be a Belichick impression pretty soon.
Poor Matt. Can you believe?
This is the first time in my life I feel bad for Matty P.
Can you believe that?
Get him a new pencil sharpener or something. I feel bad for the guy.
He goes, yeah, this is is this the first time you guys have seen it? Yeah. Well, how? We're professionals. We just show up and let people do their jobs.
Isn't this exactly what we thought was all happening, though?
Sounds like she's on the bossy side.
No, Joe. I don't know where you could have got that idea from.
So she has ideas on how her boyfriend should conduct business?
Not just her boyfriend. Everyone who works inside his organizations. And the people who don't really work inside the organization. I don't know if graphics people are technically on the football side of things.
No.
Maybe marketing or something?
If you know how to snap a football and do graphics, I commend you.
Yeah, I don't understand why Pablo Torre is acting like he's, Walter Cronkite or something like that with these reports. This was nothing. We all knew she was doing stuff like this. Yeah, but this is what's going to happen. Like, you beat the story into the ground. Nobody's going to care anymore. And people are going to start to flip to Belichick's side if these are the reports, if this is what's coming out.
So I'm going to bring this up. I perused the internet today a little bit. And of all people, Kirk Minahan and his crew, Dave Cullinane, who I worked with for years, they do things like this. And I couldn't believe it, but Kirk had the same take that you did. He's now out on the Pablo Torre part of this. Because in a way, yeah, she's bossy, right?
We all knew that.
So when you leak this information, are we really surprised?
I didn't glean anything from this report.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I think there's a lot of people that think like you and him. Is this now why the money's coming in on North Carolina tonight? Is this where Bill flips the script, or is this where we start to flip the script on? Great. He's got a young girlfriend who gets involved and wants to know how he conducts business and thinks everyone's work sucks and that she can do it herself. Sounds pretty clear, right?
I think there's a lot of power dynamics like that.
It's not a great look. Okay, I'll give him that.
I think, my problem isn't even so much her. She's just doing exactly what she wants to do because she's being enabled at the highest level by, her boyfriend and, him being in power at every stop he goes to. I blame Belichick and Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre needs another hobby. His Kawhi story didn't get quite the steam he thought it was going to. And now we get more fluff out of the Belichick thing. I don't know. I just think when you're acting like this is some massive story and this is what we get, you're setting yourself up for people to be like, okay, enough's enough. There isn't anything here.
Just so I'm clear, guys, Bill Belichick is a football lifer, right?
Indianapolis Colts, right?
Remember he slept, Ted Mascherbrota gave him a job, cut tape.
Oh, yeah.
From what I remember, Matt Patricia, right, was designing submarines at one point.
Something to that effect. Spaceship submarines, yeah.
A
rocket engineer.
Yeah, rocket scientist. Sorry, yes, doing that. So she thinks telling two guys whose their life is football.
But she's not telling them about football, Joe. She's telling them about graphics.
No, she thinks that a bullet point on a graphic
between end zone and red zone
should be keeping Dallas out of the end zone.
Good. It's a good strategy, Joe. Can you argue that?
I'd be a jerk. I almost said effing jerk. If I walked in to Matt Patricia. Okay, remember we talked, this is where the Joe Mazzulla stuff comes in about beating up on the reporters. Imagine me walking into a room with Belichick and Patricia and be like, hey, guys, can I show you some graphics? I really think we should highlight how you guys both have won multiple Super Bowls. And what you guys basically bend but don't break. Do you like that word? Can we use that? And can I use that? Bend but don't break and show all the times you guys have bent but not broken? Do you know what they would say to me? Matt Patricia would take his pencil and shove it in my eye, and Bill Belichick would huck a loogie in my face. Fact? But no. This, I feel for Matt Patricia.
The clip, too, he's like a sad puppy in the clip. He's like got his head down, doesn't want to engage. It's just really odd. I think that's the number one thing. It's just a very odd situation.
People used to think Giselle was Yoko Ono. Do you know Jake? Jake from Boston, he calls in?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. I know. I don't want this in my brain, but this is now in my brain. Remember the Patriots drafted Joe Joan?
Yes.
Linda went to Vanderbilt. He got drafted in the second round from
Vanderbilt.
I can't believe he put that in my brain because now I'm thinking about it.
And she was drafting him?
What I'm trying to say is, does Bill disrespect the game so much that he has a dog in front of the photo and like his girlfriend's making the pics? Like, I don't want that thought in my head, but how can we not think that with her influence here? We got to go to break. We'll have more on this. I know people love to talk about this, but I can't believe Bill Belichick, with all the knowledge that he has, needs her help. The graphic master. Is that on her? What do we know what her resume looks like?
And check the LinkedIn.
Did you see the website, by the way? Street Team Joe mentioned it.
Not exactly.
I can do this.
Yeah,
I can make this on WordPress if you want me to. I suck at graphics, and I can do that.
A lot of GIFs.
Yeah, all I got to do is grab the GIF and embed the link, and boom. River could have this thing done by 10 o'clock. Oh, Bill Belichick, what have you done to yourself?
You taking him tonight?
This makes me not want to. But you know what, though? The Pablo Torre thing makes me want to turn. Like, it makes me, like you said, it makes me want to kind of like be Team Bill because he's getting outed. Like, he's getting outed for, like, personal we knew this. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I know it's weird.
You just can't hype up. You can't keep hyping up your stories if this is what it is. You can't act like you're like this true bastion of media or journalism even and then be like, yeah, well, she's in the meetings being bossy. We all knew that.
Hopefully she's, I'm going to keep this to myself. All right, let's go to break. There's a lot of stroking going on there. A lot of ego stroking. Well, I hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray.
Sports Hub headlines. Present.
Carolina should finally be focused, everybody. Playing one game in 4 weeks, they should be dialed in, right? Bill Belichick already leaving Chapel Hill reports. There should be motivation, right? North Carolina's gone 0-3 against the spread versus Power 4 opponents this season. They've come close as 2 touchdowns of the spread just once. They're averaging 20.8 points per game against decent competition. North Carolina has topped out of 14 points against Power 4 competition this season. 14 is the most they've scored against the Power 4. They've only scored 1 touchdown before a garbage time 3 against the Power 4 competition. I expect Cal to be the next defense to shut down the Tar Heels. I thought about it tonight. But when Alex Barth said Jaron Sagapulatelli has a chance to relax and put up some stats in front of a national audience, I also think that means Belichick being on the national stage tonight. I don't know, Skaz. I need the team total for North Carolina. If it's 18 or higher, I'm going under. Because 17, I think they can get. I think they can get 17. So if it's 17 and a half, I'll probably take it. But if it's under 18, I'm in. Kendrick Raphael, that's the big name tonight. 43 carries, 186 yards. He's been the man for Cal. I watched him against BC. The line's 7.5 right now.
It looks like the UNC point total is at 17.5. You're sniffing.
I mean, he should go over. They should go over, right? Like they should. Dave's in the car, Dave.
Hey, guys. So I agree with you that Pablo Torre's story is a nothing burger. However, he's giving us what we want, not just us here in Boston, but everybody out in North Carolina and everybody across the country. He's giving us the story of Bill Belichick's total demise, and it is a complete joke. I feel bad for him. Jordan getting involved in everything. It's hilarious, and that's what we all want to hear. Fred Toucher is right. He cannot stop talking about it, and he's right for doing so. I wish Belichick the best, but I don't know what to think at this point. Like, he's done. This is a complete disaster, and you guys are great, so I'll leave the rest up to you.
Cool. Thank you. Fred does love this story. I have to admit that. I think we've maxed it out, Skess.
Yeah, unless anything actually happens, yeah.
But we're not surprised, but this is evidence of how involved she is. And to me, like, again, if you or I, Skaz, walked into a meeting with Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick and gave any advice on sports, like, I want Matt Patricia to stick me with the pencil. I want Bill to huck the loogie. Because what do I know? Like, could Bill teach me the right way to snap a football? He played center. He'd huck it right on me. Right in my face. Justin's in Lynn. Justin, what do you got tonight?
Hey, Joe, I just wanted to talk about the game tonight for UNC. I watched the game against Clemson, and their defense was a total disaster. I think they've been a total disaster on the field this year. It's not so much the outside stuff. It's more for me. It's more of the game stuff. That's what I've seen with them this year.
Yeah. What do you think about tonight? They're going to win or lose North Carolina?
I feel as though tonight they're going to probably lose because I don't feel as though their offense is really all that good.
Hey, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Who are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I don't know. I'm gonna be a football player probably, Joe.
You gonna put eye black on?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get a nasal strip too.
Nasal strip too,
Yeah.
Joe.
What do you think? What do we think? I'm trying to think of what. Do you want to be Drake May?
Well, I could be. Yeah, I could be one. Could be Drake May. I also wanted to tell you, Joe. I heard some Tommy and Lynn's raps, and those things are really good.
I'm sorry. What was it again?
I heard Tommy and Lynn.
Oh, you like Tommy from Lynn's raps?
His raps, yeah, because he's got them on Facebook, and they're good. I like the one about you in there as well.
Yep.
Joe.
Well, I appreciate that. When are you going to come out with an album?
I don't know how. Tell me how, Joe, and I'll do it.
All right, I'm gonna have Tommy hit you up. All right, we'll get that done.
All right, Joe.
Thanks, buddy. We gotta get the Lynn. What do they call Big Pun and the Terror Squad there, Fat Joe. Maybe we could get Tommy and Justin on a duo, kind of like the Terror Squad.
Like Michael McDonald and Nate Dogg all over again.
Yes. We could have like a remix version of Street Meat. Oh, that'd be cool. And Justin can talk about all the pizza spots in Lynn. We got Fosse's in the mix. We get Monty's in there. Volo's in Swampscott, but it's close enough to me. All right, this Mike's the Leprechaun.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
First-time caller. I'm up since 3:30 from the Ben Maller show, but anyway, I'm going to be a leprechaun for Halloween. Or else I'm going to dress in Gronkowski.
Are you from Ireland, sir?
I am from Ireland. How can you tell?
You have a great dialect.
I have a great I do. I'm from Ireland. Thank you. I'm a teacher. But anyways, I want to talk about Bill Belichick. I met him back in the first time they won the Super Bowl. I was down at Natick at the YMCA with my kids, and he was there with Bill. Well, he was there, and so was Doug Flutie, and so was somebody from CBS. Anyway, and he was lovely. He signed a piece of paper for me, and he was lovely. But now I can't believe what he has turned himself into. He's like a sugar daddy, basically, right? A sugar daddy. He's a sugar daddy.
Is there like I've watched a lot of like Irish shows. What was that mob movie where the show? Where they gambled on the horses there? What was that called?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
do you like wrestling?
No, I don't wrestle. I played professional soccer in my old days.
Oh my God! Anyway. Where did you play soccer?
In Chicago, Philadelphia, New York. I came over to play professional soccer.
That's amazing. Like in
the 80s.
In the 80s, what was the league called?
And you have a good Mr. Murray. You have a good Irish name too.
Yes, I'm not sure if I don't know actually. Scottish might be.
You do. I'm telling you, you're Irish. Murray. One of my best friends is Jim Murray. He's a lawyer in Acton. Oh my God.
Hey, we always need a lawyer.
Do you know who Ben Maller is?
Ben Maller?
Ben Maller.
Yeah, night.
He's the overnight.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I do him every night.
You do
I'm the
him
most
every night,
caller on the whole show.
Oh, you call in?
Yeah. I call in every morning. They put me on prime time. I do jokes and sounds and dances and
what's the best
all
sound?
kind of shenanigans.
What's the best sound you can do?
Anyway, I have a joke.
What is that?
Did you hear they found the missing Dalmatian?
No.
Did you hear they found the missing Dalmatian?
I did not.
He was spotted down the street. Oh my God. So mostly I do just...
Can you make a fart noise with your armpit?
I could, but I'm in bed right now, so I can. I know how to do that.
Where do you... Oh, you're in Framingham?
I'm in Framingham in Saxonville, yes.
Saxonville.
How did you know that?
Route 127.
Yeah, no, I am on Route 26, actually. But
26. I have the luck of the Irish.
You don't have to look at the Irish. If you had to look at the Irish, you would be born in Ireland. I swam over from Ireland in the 1980s, 87 actually. So I swam over. I grew up on a farm with no bathroom till I was 13.
So how'd you
and
wipe?
I'm writing a book.
Did you wipe?
I'm divorced. I have 2 ex-wives, but one Chinese.
You're telling me a lot of information there, Mr. Mike the Leprechaun.
Mike the Leprechaun. Get it right.
Mike the Leprechaun.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do you have a podcast?
Yes. It's called the Joe Murray Show podcast.
The Joe Murray Show. Yeah. Are you a furry? For Halloween? You should be a furry.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
A sugar daddy. A sugar daddy.
Do you remember sugar daddy candies?
Nah, vaguely.
They're like caramel sticks.
Learned a lot there, Joe. Learned a lot.
So
2 ex-wives.
I know. And although my last name is Irish, I look very Italian.
I would co-sign that.
I would say your last name is very Italian.
You could say that.
I think you look very Italian.
You could say that.
River looks very Irish. Do you have a whisper? Get it? Irish whisper. You know what? Why do they call it the Irish goodbye? Why don't we do that right now, Skess?
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
2 series lead, while the Dodgers, they have this guy named Shohei Ohtani. He hits home runs and he pitches. And he's doing it to close out the Brewers. Headlines brought to you by Eastern Mass's leader in drain cleaning and pipelining, Drains by James, Slow Drain, Clog Drain. You need to contact Drains by James today at drainsbyjames.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Mays under center, offset up. Drake May. Throws down the middle. Drake throws well, wrecking traffic. Off balance, throw it to the end zone. Caught by the pass is going to be.
Drake May plays on one station in Boston.
Here's another Drake May moment. Drake May.
98.5, the Sports Hub.
Unrelated to sports, so sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
Is it chicken breast or is it like chicken gizzards that they just grind up and stick in a nugget? I don't know.
I don't know either. I've been eating it for 43 years of my life. I'm still here.
Fair enough.
And I worked there. Did you ever know that?
I did not know that. So, like back in the day?
When I was 16 and 17, I worked at a McDonald's.
Oh.
And I made all sorts of concoctions.
Like tell me, what would you make at the McDonald's?
Well, you must be unaware of the McMurray sandwich, huh?
I guess I am. But I'm interested to hear what's in it.
Well, there's a song for it, but we can play it another day unless Skaz has it at the ready.
If he's got it ready, I'll listen.
But I one time had 2 chicken patties and put a beef patty in between it and just ate it like that.
Did you make this in your home?
No. I one time worked at a McDonald's. Chicken sandwiches, and I put a 1/4-pound beef in the middle of it. I called it a McMurray burger. We can make it a song if you want.
Make me a McMurray and make me one right now. Used 2 chicken patties and a 1/4 pound of cow. I don't need no pickles, tomatoes, or lettuce. Don't forget the bacon and barbecue sauce. Can you make a McMurray? Can you make a McMurray? With French fries dipped in fudge and an M&M milkshake. Can you make a McMurray? Can you make a McMurray? And serve it with the side of angioplasty.
You gotta try.
Joe, look at me. It's unnecessary.
It's not.
It is completely, especially if you're having a milkshake with M&Ms on the side.
Yes.
You don't need the chocolate sauce on your French fries.
I think it's spectacular.
I don't want you to do it anymore. The hell's the matter?
I mean, I'm a fat guy. I've tried a lot of things, man. Sums it up, right?
Wow. Just So all right. So just so I have this correctly, you took 2 chicken patties from McDonald's, 1/4 pound of beef, slam it in the middle. That's it. So the chicken is the buns.
Correct.
And then chocolate sauce on the fries.
Correct.
With an Oreo milkshake.
Correct. Just so you know,
Joe, you are a sick man.
Well, I am.
Listen, I could work at a McDonald's. I work at a Domino's at home, but I'm never thinking to myself like, oh yeah, let me take 2 pizzas and then take boneless chicken and just cover it in the middle and then bam, eat it like a sandwich.
What are we waiting for? I want you to get 2 thin crust Domino's. The thin crust pepperoni at Domino's is the greatest thing I've ever had. Plus, I can get 2 for like what, $11?
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Yeah,
$5.99. So what if we made 1, right? And then we put the tenders that Domino's makes.
The boneless chicken.
Then we get another pizza, but we put it upside down or on top of the chicken. So we have pizza with chicken on top of it, and then another pizza, and we cut it like it's like a quesadilla, but instead this would be a pizzadilla.
I kind of liked it. That actually reminded me of something one of my managers made one time. He made like a calzone. He took a pizza and he folded it in half.
Correct.
And then he literally like made a calzone.
Yeah, what you do is you make 1/2 pizza.
Yeah.
And the other half is bread. But you put as much as you can get, and then you just fold it right over and then crinkle it down. and pop it in an oven.
But you're saying take two
Pizza,
pizzas.
chicken, pizza.
Okay.
But cut it like a pizzadilla.
Okay.
What do you think?
Let's try it. Yeah.
Skaz, pizzadillas?
In
on pizzadillas. So is that something like we're like? So should we just like get a couple some boneless chicken from Domino's and a few pizzas and just make it here?
Do you know what my favorite thing from Domino's is?
What is it?
They make this brownie cookie.
Oh my god!
Dessert.
It is unbelievable.
What is that? Talk to me.
So
Tell me.
I think it's technically called a marbled cookie brownie.
Correct.
So it's cookie and brownie intertwined in the shape of a brownie.
Mhm.
It is phenomenal.
It is very good.
It's my favorite dessert they
Thank
have
you.
there.
I'm
by
glad you
far.
agree with it.
No, it's phenomenal.
The reason why I know the McDonald's menu is because used to be not a lot of things open late.
I mean, fair.
But I'm telling you, Domino's though, plus they'll bring it right to your car curbside.
That is true. They will bring it curbside. I've had to run many of those out.
Gotten a lot of wings from them in my life too.
From Domino's?
Yeah, wings. I love the wings from Domino's.
Do you do the boneless or the bone in?
I like the bone in.
Okay. Fair enough. I would eat a lot of boneless. Like when I had shifts, like during the lunch hour, I would take boneless wings, and we have these aluminum what are they called? Bowls, like dishes that we would put like pasta in and stuff. And what I would do is I would run the wings through the oven once, take it out, put them in this tin, and then I would take mango habanero sauce, drizzle it right over the top, and then put it like halfway in the oven, let it go through so that the sauce caramelizes on top and caramelizes onto the chicken, and then get that little ranch cup. Quite good.
We'll do Domino's talk another night.
Okay.
Do you have any? So you had a ride last week. Everything went well. It was
Yes.
an easy ride.
Yes, it went well. Yeah. Basically, I was going. In my family, I'm from Vermont, and we also own a piece of property in basically the middle of Vermont, kind of more northern, but like the middle of Vermont area. It's 40 acres of land. It's very undeveloped. We have electricity, but there's no Wi-Fi and there's no cell service. There's a cabin.
Do you have a bathroom?
We have an outhouse.
Oh boy.
So there's no running water.
So how do you dump?
You go in the outhouse. Like we have toilet paper.
Okay, but you can't flush.
No, you can't flush. It just goes down
what
into
if
a
you
hole.
dump? Oh, okay.
It's like the hole goes like 15 feet down, and then it just
Who cleans that?
sits there. I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure someone cleans it. I actually don't know.
Hey, guys, next time you're with your plumber, make sure to ask him about the outhouse hole. So, do you have anything bothering you right now? Like Murray's musings used to be about things that would happen to me like during the day or that pissed me off, and I'd come in and vent about it. Do you have anything like that?
Just traffic, man. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think that
just traffic.
That Regatta Charles thing today is ruining everything.
Oh, is that what all?
Yeah,
the
it's
traffic
this.
is
It's
causing?
where the Charles River.
I know what the Charles River is.
It's what is that? Not Starrow Drive. What is that over there? Anyways, near Starrow Drive, it's got that Charles thing, and it's ruining everything.
Really?
You know, it's something that's bothered me for a really long time.
What's that?
I talked about this off the air the other night, and off the air I talked about this. Maybe you were here for it. Skaz, maybe you were here for it. But I've noticed people driving into buildings. Like news stories of someone drove into building today.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up is years ago, there was a woman who drove into the Braintree Mall in Braintree.
Oh, I think you were telling me about this.
And one of our new street team members was here and said she worked at the Braintree Mall, and she mentioned that she was there when someone crashed into the mall. Well, that night, I was on the air, and it was the person who crashed into the mall was the same age as Bill Belichick.
Oh, really?
So, the Patriots coach was the same age as the lady, the elderly lady that they said crashed into a mall. So, anyways, I said that the other night. Then I see a story of person crashed into building. And I went, What's up with people crashing into buildings?
I don't get it. Like, it's not that hard, you know? Like, just avoid the building. I honestly think that either means that, from what I'm hearing, that either means that Bill Belichick is old enough we should stop coaching.
Correct.
Or that person is just losing enough to where they should not be driving. Like this summer, when I was home, I was working, and my one of my managers at Domino's, he showed me a story. I guess his girlfriend worked in this one mall in the area. It's right across the street from a Trader Joe's, and I guess someone just drove right off the road, right into the side of a Trader Joe's. Like,
Trader Joe's, that's blasphemous.
I know, but like, how is it that hard to not avoid the building? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I'm upset. That's why I'm using it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't get it either, man. I don't get it either.
Guys, you got anything that's bothering you?
Other than plumbing issues, no, not really. Hopefully we got them resolved. We're on the other side of it, let's hope. Things that are bothering me. Yeah, traffic's been bad, but that's pretty much the standard. I will say, as a new homeowner, you know, there's more cabinets, there's more stuff. We have more Tupperware in the house. This is something I was unaware of.
You got to throw some away. It's
Yes.
just a rule, or don't leave it on the side of the road.
I'm a big proponent of throwing Tupperware away, but I've gotten in trouble now in the house because I'm not putting the proper lids on the Tupperware. I didn't know they had to match. I thought, you know, if it fits, it sits kind of thing.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. That's not how Tupperware works. Apparently, as a colorblind man, it's a tough job.
Oh, I did not know you were colorblind.
Yes, yeah. So matching lids to Tupperware, I'm completely out on that. That's been bothering me. A very minor thing, but yeah. If it fits, it goes on the Tupperware. They don't have to match.
Okay, so you have to... The way I break down the Tupperware is glass, and then I put anything that's like something I can put food in to go on one shelf. Then the rest of it is like, you know, everything else. There's also a lot of lids that just don't match anything. Like I have a sock drawer that doesn't have matching socks.
Just mismatch, yeah.
And so when I wake up, I just grab 2 socks and I put them on. Sometimes they don't fit my feet because I have size 16s wides.
Mismatched socks is that's valid though. I think that's valid. I do that all the time. I don't care.
It's kind of like it doesn't matter if you have different socks on.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's actually never mattered to me.
Never mattered.
Yeah.
Is there anything in your home you're very particular about, though, Joe?
The remote. I like the remote to be on the coffee table in front of the television. So, you know, you just always leave it there because when you look for it, it's right there. Because there is a remote monster.
I do have something to muse about now that you got me thinking. I got some very unfortunate news today from one of the plumbers. He informed us that we may have to switch to being a 1-ply household because that's all the septic may be able to handle because it is an older house.
So you mean to tell me 1 wipe only?
Not 1 wipe, but you know how toilet papers come in different plies?
Yeah.
Like there's 2-ply,
Yeah.
you know, the nicer toilet papers are more ply pretty much.
Yeah.
He told us we might basically be doing 1-ply. And that's the toilet paper you can basically see your hand through.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
I'm out on that.
That's
but
a no for me, Doug.
does that mean I can double up on the 1-ply?
No.
Like what does that mean?
Here's what I do. No wipes. I used to do baby wipes. Have you never wiped with a baby wipe?
I mean, they're not flushable though.
No, I've never wiped with a baby wipe. No.
Dude, it's an amazing thing.
Is it?
Yeah, you get the sides and the...
Isn't it all like wet though?
Yeah, you go wet and then you go dry.
No, I'm out on that.
Joe
I'm
educating
sorry.
the masses right now.
River.
I'm out.
You're out?
On wiping my bum with baby wipes? After I just took a deuce? Yeah, it's hard out.
Use the regular toilet paper first. Then after you feel the mission is completed, use an extra wipe that's wet to make sure you've gotten all the areas. Then you go back in one more time. You don't like the 3-fold method, huh?
No, it's just the fact that it's going to be all like wet, you know.
Yeah, I'm
just
old.
not a fan of that. Like for instance, in my house, in my parents' bathroom, they have a bidet.
I was going to ask you about a bidet. How do you feel about a bidet?
I'm out on bidets because I just can't having water go up my butt and having it clean it I don't know, just the idea of it. I'm not a fan of it. I can't get behind the idea of it.
So you don't find enjoyment of water going up your butt?
I can't say I do. No. Skaz, what about you? Are you in or out on bidets?
I don't have enough bidet experience to really give a take. Only a small handful of times in my life, but I'm almost wondering if in the house in my new predicament that I may have to invest in a bidet. I don't know.
So you've used the bidet, but you don't like it.
I haven't. No, but
you haven't used it.
No, but it's just
you just don't want water up your butt.
No, it's just the idea of water going up my butt.
I love water everywhere.
Oh, so you like water going up your butt?
Yeah, but what's the problem with it?
It's just the fact that water's going up my butt. I just don't want that to happen, you know? It's just not it, man.
Is this poop talk?
It's all poop talk, Joe. That's what we do on the night show.
Curious what the Reddit people are saying. People are saying bidet is the way to be the cleanest.
I just prefer it the traditional way. Because I just can't having water go up my butt and having it clean it I don't know, just the idea of it. I'm not a fan of it.
Did you hear me say save that in the background?
I did hear that, yeah.
Oh, River.
Joe, can I talk about Indian food for a little bit? Switching it up. Can I go on a little tangent, or do we need to exit the poop talk?
We got about 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. I went to this one Indian restaurant with my parents on Sunday when I was home. Mm-hmm. It is unbelievable.
Just tell me what the order was.
Okay, so it was this vegetarian-only Indian place. We got this one. I don't remember the names of the dishes, but there was this one spinach dish, this one other dish with carrots and paneer.
Any tikka masala?
No tikka masala.
Oh.
We got naan.
What about curry sauce?
I don't think we got any curry sauce.
But you got garlic naan?
Garlic naan.
Oh, baby.
But it got me thinking that Indian food is the most underrated cuisine that we've got. Not enough people are talking about how delicious Indian food is. There's this one dish, it was cauliflower, and it was crispy, and it was in the sauce.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable.
The sauces are amazing.
It's legendary.
So tikka masala is just curry chicken with rice.
Basically.
It's not like a jasmine rice. It's kind of like a thicker, I can't really explain it. But then you dip the naan in the curry sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
It is amazing. Naan, it might be, if we're ranking all the breads out there, naan might be a top 5 bread.
Naan is incredible.
Where's Street Team Joe when you need him for a top 5?
You know what, though? It ain't cheap, though.
No, it's not.
You get Indian food, dude. You could probably get a combination platter in around my way for lunchtime. It might be $7.99. Under $10 for a combo meal, rice, a general gao, and a crab rangoon. $10 in.
Absolutely.
That might last me the whole day. All right, we ran a little late there. Should we do do you have any birthdays? Today's October 17th.
I believe today is Marshall Mathers' birthday, Joe.
'Cause I'm just Marshall Mathers. Just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss about me. No one ever gave a crap before. All they did was doubt me. I love Eminem.
Norm Macdonald's birthday today.
Oh, Norm, one of my favorites.
Eminem 53 today.
Jesus, he's 10 years older than me, huh?
Felicity Jones' birthday today.
Whoa, big one. No.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Ooh. Oh, Eminem and Chris Kirkpatrick have the same birthday?
A little in sync for you?
No, but, they, he did not like NSYNC.
No.
Nor Chris. I don't even know if I can even.
I don't think you can.
Chris Kirkpatrick, get your ass kicked, I think was what the line was.
It's something to that effect.
Yes.
Mike Judge's birthday today.
Oh, baby. Beavis and Butthead. Bobber, King of the Hill.
Office Space.
Bobber. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ziggy Marley, 57 years old today. You already mentioned Felicity Jones, huh? George Wendt, who passed from Cheers. Remember Norm?
Oh, yeah.
He's Evil Knievel. You know who he is, River?
Evil Knievel. I don't know.
That's sad.
I kind of live under a rock. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people I just don't know. Shows I haven't watched. Gotta get on top of that.
What's the last show that you've finished and watched?
Probably the most recent season of South Park. I mean, I kind of stick with the same shows. It's South Park, Survivor, The Amazing Race, Hell's Kitchen, and MasterChef. And that's kind of where I stick.
Wow.
A lot of reality TV. It's kind of my thing.
I can't wait till you get water up your butt and you feel it and you're going to love it.
Am I, though? Am I going to love it?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't hardly ever use the bidet, but when I'm in the ocean or the pool, I love it.
A lot of drops tonight. A lot of drops.
Love the water. All right, we got to go to break. Thanks, River.
Thank you, Joe.
We'll do baseball takes someday when they make a move.
Yeah, no, please.
Yeah, you doing any games this weekend?
I am not doing any games. I haven't done any games since.
But you do
since
Springfield College Athletics.
I do. I do call games for Springfield College Athletics.
There you go.
Call a lot of, football, basketball, volleyball. I've called lacrosse before. I've called a number of different
What about
sports.
a food eating contest?
I feel like I could actually be good at that. I've never actually called one. I would enter one.
What if we did a Joe versus Joe? Could you do play-by-play?
I think I could. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll work on that.
Okay. All right. Next time Street Team Joe's in here, we'll get some food and
we'll yeah.
Could make some good social content.
I think it could be great. We'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
But here are my picks for Joe Me the Money. Give me LSU plus 2.5 this weekend. They're at Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt's never been favored versus a ranked opponent. So I'm fading it. Give me LSU, baby. Oh, the old coach's bump, everybody. You know about the coach's bump, right? Penn State fires their coach. They're going to Iowa. Iowa's 3.5-point underdog. Sorry. Give me Penn State plus 3.5. And finally, a big one. It's a big one, everybody. Everybody's talking about it. Who's going to win this game? Ole Miss or Georgia? Georgia's a heavy favorite at 7.5. Whenever I see a line go through the key number, give me the Bulldogs plus 7.5. Finally, 2 in the NFL. Panthers, 1.5-point favorites on the road at the Jets. Don't back the Jets. Take the Panthers minus 1.5. Boom! And finally, Monday night, the Texans. They're on the road. They're struggling. People think they stink. They're 2-3 on the year. They've won 2 in a row. And they're underdogs at Seattle, although there is the 12th man. Give me the Houston Texans plus the 3.5 on Monday night. There's Joe Me the Money. 5 picks. Now let's go to the phones. Now here's the rule, everybody. Everybody. You get 30 seconds. That's it. 30 seconds. So let's start with Chris. He's in Marlboro. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Joe. What's up?
What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up? Hey, when the 3D, the Dudley boys, fought the Hardys, they did Devon did the what's up and then did the headbutt to the crotch.
Pretty solid 30 seconds there.
That's right. Scott's in Jamaica Plain. What's up, Scott?
Hey, I got so many reacts to the last segment. I mean, Scabs, I guess you got to get a trash can for the bathroom and, take it out every day or get a lid on it, and then the wipes. The wipes they're not like dripping wet. I got 3 kids. I'm used to the baby wipes. You got to use the baby wipes.
Thank you, Scott. River is missing out. Joey's in Kingston. 30 seconds, bud.
30 seconds, Joe. Well, you know what? I've been listening all night. The beginning of the show, you got my blood going, Joe, because I'm going down to Nashville tomorrow. And what you said at the beginning of the show was, which I didn't realize. Last Monday, we woke up first place in the AFC East. And when you said, if we win, and I think we're going to win big Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it, then I'm going to head downtown, wet my whistle, and hopefully watch Indianapolis get their asses kicked. So Monday morning when we wake up, we'll have the number 1 seed. I did not even realize that you said that.
Tied.
Oh, tied.
But
tied.
Still, hyperbolic,
Joe,
but it's
who
true.
Would have thought? Who would have thought that 7 games into the season?
You're right, Joey. How about Ben in Nashua? Ben. Oh, Ben.
Hey, Joe, sorry about that.
Beef.
Yep.
Sarko!
Hey, Joe. Yo, it's crazy, man. Like, I feel like using my 30 seconds just to be messing around like everybody else. I don't want to do that. You know what? I've been doing that with my peoples since back in the day, Joe. All my cousins, my brothers, what's up? That was the thing back in the day. I've been doing that forever, man. That's what we do when we see each other. Even when we see each other for the poker night that we had a few months ago, whatever the hell it was. All right. I guess I don't have no much time.
Yeah,
man,
you gotta give me another 30. I'll give you another 30 seconds. I miss you. How you doing?
Right. Well, you know what? That whole media game is ridiculous. Seriously, I heard you talking about taking people out. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, I would have been doing the same damn thing. Unfortunately, I need a left hip replacement. I wouldn't be able to run up and down the court. But damn, man. But Joe Mazzulla wanted to throw out that gold coin. You know that comes from American Gods. Check out the first season. It came out in 2017. That's all I got.
Oh, that was one of the best calls Sarko's ever had. Straight to the point. Bing, bang, boom.
We miss Sarko. Hope he's doing well.
Hope you're good, Sarko. How about Ben in Nashua? Ben.
Hey, Joe, sorry about that. Yep.
What else you got tonight, Skaz, that you saved for drops? You gotta have more in there tonight. While you're looking for that, I got the Patriots -7 this week. I think they win like 27-9.
I'll give you a couple, Joe, from a week in review.
Okay. I took this job so I could literally be fat and criticize everybody. So screw. It's true.
I don't know what it was. It was white and creamy.
Yep, it was.
Whatever.
What are you eating on the way home?
What do you say?
What are you eating on the way home?
Oh, geez, nothing. My own fingers.
Anyways,
amazing.
Okay, so there are these things on TikTok, if you ever watch them, and it's things that you have that you never knew that was the actual use for. So I don't know if you've ever seen this. So whenever, well, I mean, how deep are we going?
Pause.
I almost said that's what she said. See, yeah, Hyde Park Pop Warner didn't have. I was back in Hyde Park today. Shout out to my mom. Shout out, Mom. It's back in the old neighborhood today, Skaz.
What? Hey, I'm on the radio. Chill.
Do we have River? Do we save River?
Because I just can't, like, having water go up my butt and having it, like, clean it, like, just, I don't know, just the idea of it, I'm not a fan of it.
Dave, what's up, Dave?
Joe, I'm on my way home from the Kowloon, man. Feeling pretty stuffed. 2 orders of Saugus wings, 2 orders of crab rangoon, a General Gow. Getting sweaty on the way home,
man. River, thank you. James Scaramuzino, thank you. Tomorrow, guys, I will be in Marlboro at Green Meadows from noon to 3. Come by. And then I'll be with Skaz on Sunday for the Patriots game. You don't want to miss the post-game show. This hour.